released on a small YouTube channel, hosted by the wickedest lords of hell. Here is the first internet clip show to offer to the daring a look into the final maddening space between life and death. A case of the Mondays. To avoid fainting, keep repeating. It is only a live stream. Only a live stream. Only a live stream. Videos and songs far beyond anything you've tested. A case of the Mondays.
Stop you hammering, I'm on in the mall. Cause every day's the anniversary of the year before. And if it's a day gone by, then it's 365. Random tangents, that's like a tree. Diverse inevitability. And if it's a day gone by, then it's 365. I said band, over the band. I can't believe it's Monday again. Part of the problem is the passage of time. Part of the problem is what goes with salt and lime. Part of the problem is the answer is a cure. And a big part of that is the thing that keeps me poor. Sunset's columns support a feeling like cozy to drowning man's frozen ceiling. And if it's a day gone by, then it's 365. 365. Passage of time. Part of the problem is what goes with salt and lime. Part of the problem is the answer is a cure. And a big part of that is the thing that keeps me poor. Sunset's columns support a feeling like holes in a drowning man's frozen ceiling. And if it's a day gone by, then it's 365. If it's a day gone by, then it's 365. If it's a day, if it's a day, if it's a day gone by, 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 if it's a day gone by. It's 365.
Welcome everyone to Case of the Mondays. I'm your host Gene Skinner. Hope you're all having a good night, or good day. I don't know what time zone you're fucking in, but let's get right to the stream. Let's get to the stream you love to hate.
Oh, we found him.
Oh, I found Luigi. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Wow, what's wrong with Luigi? Why?
I'm gonna try something.
Wow, he walked into his butt.
Wake up.
You sent this in, by the way.
Wake up. Wake up.
Okay, I'm up. Jeez.
Wake up. Surprised to see me out from under your floorboards again so soon?
Yeah, I am.
I really hate having to wake you up. I mean, it's the worst part of this.
Oh, boy.
Just wanted to say, thanks for restocking the milk in the fridge.
Okay.
I've been having a great time with it, but I was under the impression that you were gonna make cookies soon.
Hey,
I mean,
don't
you
touch my foot.
restocked on milk, and then I noticed in the pantry there was chocolate chips, sugar, flour. I waited about a week for you to do it. I didn't want to have to do it myself.
Oh,
Alas,
God.
your inaction
Alas.
forced my hand, and so I got up tonight to make it. Problem is, I didn't really know what I was doing,
Oh no.
and
do?
I may have made a bit of a mess.
What did you do? Oh
So
no.
that's on me. That's my bad.
You did this?
Damn, this little piggy's soft.
Stop touching my feet.
Anyway, just wanted to let you know I did the courtesy of calling the fire department.
What?
They'll be here soon.
What?
And I think the moral of the story is next time, you gotta be the one to make the cookies. Because I clearly can't do it.
Jesus.
Oh, yep. There's the smoke.
Oh my God.
So,
Get back under the floor.
if I know
boys.
anything about smoke inhalation, we're both gonna get really sleepy here in a minute.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, I'm feeling it too. Hey, good night, buddy.
Uh oh.
See you soon.
Leave. Good God. Anyway, thank you for that, Mr. Bob. Robin, you sent this in.
Wait up.
Wayne, stop. Oh boy. I didn't turn that down. It's very loud. Just turn down just a bit there.
What can I supersize into your stomach?
Wow.
Yo, let me
Yo.
get my fucking mega cream.
Mega cream.
The mega cream machine isn't working right today.
What?
But for you, Shad.
But you lied about that. It's working fine. No wonder it's not working right.
Here you go,
It's
Mr.
okay, Robin.
Quill. Big kid.
I just know I have to turn it down. As soon as I heard it, I'm like, okay, that needs to be turned down. You're fine. Hollywood.
Get ready for the work, kiddo.
Oh, he's a wolf man. Also, thank you everybody who stopped by for a Video Society earlier today. Glad to see you guys there. Oh. Guess this is home now. I guess. She did, huh? Oh, well, good on you, I guess. Hey, shrimp. Hear who upstairs? The demons? Maybe I was wrong, but I blamed them. I lost my temper. I shot them from downstairs. Ah. God. That silence told me otherwise. Oh boy. They'll change because of me. For weeks I didn't hear them. I mean, I heard whispers. Oh no. They made them uncomfortable. I mean, wow, you did it. Awful. because it can't hear anybody. It's like no one existed. Who'da thunk it? I was lonely. Oh, it was lonely. Not I was lonely. Isolation maxed out. I didn't go out ever, so I didn't see people at all. Waiting for something. Well, what? Was it really that loud? At least I slept well, I guess. Zoomer. That's terrifying. Human touch. Ha ha ha. I'm disturbed already.
Coming up on target.
Go.
Psst. You're in charge of weapons. Don't tell me you played hooky on training day. What would Kobayashi think if he saw this? We still got one more target.
Oh, hi, Sasha.
Fucking terrible.
Crown Australia have their own ideas on that, and we always get letters and phone calls about different things that happen, so I don't expect anyone to agree with me. I don't expect that you get more than 50% agreement on anything. Let me just tell you what I think about it.
It's open.
It's open.
Are you tired of losing? I got a really good car out here that's just for you. But this one catch, you can't slow down the car until you pass the finish line. You're gonna like this car.
Also, I think Sasha just came in here, looked around for a
Where's
minute,
the
and
finish
left.
line?
Where's
Where's
damn
the finish line?
There's no finish line. It's purgatory, but
Where is it?
I think she did. She was literally in here for like a minute and then just left. Okay, cat things. Happy Halloween. How did your test go? DNA test. Oh no. It didn't come back right.
Did you get the results you were expecting? I mean, who did the father turn out to be?
I'm the father, but they found out something else tangled up in my DNA.
Oh no.
What is it? Spaghetti?
Yes.
Something like that, along the lines of a pitchfork. Shall we just say I have bad blood?
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's okay. We're the same type. Keep it in the family.
What?
I'll swap mine for yours. Don't worry, bro.
Don't worry,
You can
bro.
go sort out a full transfusion anytime.
Yeah, not like that though. I have the same genetic code as that dead creature they found in Mexico last week.
Oh,
El Chupacabra.
El Chupacabra. Oh,
Ah, yeah, the creature they have been looking for all that time finally
all that
turned
time. Oh,
up.
hi, Sash. Now you come
And
back
wait,
in
you
to
have a
cause
similar
chaos. Because you're climbing on things like you do. I love you. Hi.
Same. I
She
have
just
the
looks at me like,
DNA of that
losing
flying
my mind. Just,
demon.
hi.
So if any transfusion takes
I'm a
place,
demon. Hi, I'm a
it's
demon.
because I suddenly grabbed you and bite your neck.
Oh,
If that happens, I didn't mean to do it, bro.
I didn't mean it,
It's
bruh.
just-
It's just my
you know
nature.
how if you don't realize you are ill, sometimes you don't feel the symptoms. And then when you get that final diagnosis, suddenly you
It
feel
all
a
makes
whole lot
sense.
sicker.
Okay.
It's a mental thing, right?
No. Nah, bro.
Yeah,
It's in my
part of
DNA.
the brain that won't let you rest once you know you are doomed.
You
kind
are
of
doomed.
like resignation. The brain gives in to what it knows it can't, and you just feel sad.
And you just.
Don't feel sad, big brother. Come from a dark color of the bad
My
news
DNA
will
is haunted and gay. Wow, shrimp.
What else can I do? What update? Is there a thing that me and Shoop, your home?
Thank you for that, Ron. Moving on. Strog sent this one called iPet Goat 2. Oh, there it is. Also, if anyone was wondering where the leather skin radio is, it's like been completely blocked. There are multiple things that got it blocked. So that one's not coming back. If you were wondering. I mean, I don't know if people rewatch my stuff or not sometimes. But that's what that one. Is that George W. Bush? Strug, again, like I said, Strug's in the sun. It is. This W. Shame on you. Put me twice, shame on me. That black lady is chonky. I'm gonna get fooled again. Obama? This is called indoctrination video. Okay. Well, thank God it's the apocalypse outside. The ice apocalypse. I was worried there for a minute. Are those the towers? Are they like made of ice? Those look like the towers made of out of ice. What the fuck? I'm glad this is iPet Go 2, because if it was iPet Go 1, I don't know how I'd be able to deal with it. Osama bin Laden? Alright, this is definitely a creative art piece by More Previews is the name of the channel, by the way. I should probably make sure this music's not getting me copyright struck strong. Anubis? We heard all about a cult of Anubis today. I don't know who that is. What the fuck? Government officials in the ninth circle of hell. I guess so, yeah, that makes sense. Dali? Does that robot have an AK? Piss. Oh, it's China. The skeleton. Thank you, Jesus. Here comes Jesus rolling right in on an Egyptian boat. Don't ask me why. I don't know, chat. Where's Hades? Is that fucking... Is that Vishnu? What the hell? Thanks, Jesus. Thanks for getting all those fish dogs. We need enough for later. Cook out. What am I looking at? An old woman. Oh no, no, I wasn't showing that. Oh no. I don't think any of us want to see that. Good God. That's terrifying. My eyes, yeah. What? No, what? Skeleton. I don't know what I'm looking at. That's art. Try again. Just on fire. His eyes are open now. He did all that by just existing. Oh, Crown of Thorns gone. His third eye, got a pyramid. Is the ice world just melting because he passed through it, being Jesus? I'm so confused. It sounds like fucking not Second Life, Worlds.com music. Okay, so he's just paused now, watching the sun. Okay. Helio font. Okay. That was something. Tanuki Project? Oh, thank God. Okay. Moving on from that, and I'm not watching the credits.
I love
Ramen, you said this
shoplifting. I mean, I used to, but not anymore. But not anymore because it's
Stop
bad
motion.
and you shouldn't do it. I'm not encouraging you to shoplift. Anyways, the earliest time I can remember shoplifting was back when I was around 8 years old. My dad and I were going grocery shopping, and I noticed that the store we were at was more of a local store than a giant supermarket, so things were basically pretty laid back. With that being said, I couldn't help but be completely infatuated with the delicious array of bright, colorful candy laid out on the shelves.
Candy. He's
And
still
frankly,
candy.
I didn't care. I needed to have it. Some people might ask, oh, why didn't you just ask your dad? But I knew my parents would have said no. Not like that even matters. What, you think they were able to control what I do? Nobody tells me what I can or can't do. I will get it one way or the other. I took a candy bar, went down to an aisle where nobody was around, and slipped it into my waistband. I then walked up to my dad and said, hey dad, I have to use the bathroom. Then I just ate the candy bar in the bathroom. I knew it couldn't be this easy though. After nervously stalling for a couple minutes, I opened the door to see nobody waiting for me.
Nope.
I walked down the aisle to meet my dad at the checkout, terrified I was gonna get caught. You were there for a long time. Yeah. He paid for the groceries, we left the store, and then I realized Oh, it is that easy.
It
but
is that
guys,
easy.
I was 8 years old, okay?
Yeah.
I never shoplifted again, and I think it's a terrible crime. Except for this other time around
This other
sophomore
time.
year when I wanted
Nope.
candy again but didn't have any money. But do you think I gave up? Of course not. Who do you think I am? I rode my bike to the dollar
Wow.
store and walked right in. As I walked in, I noticed those metal things in front of the door. You know those stupid TSA scanners? Now I'm thinking, I really hope those aren't gonna go off when I walk out of this store. I get
With
the
a candy bar.
slip it into my hoodie pocket when nobody was looking. I took another glance at the scanners and thought, you know, I really hope those don't go
I really
off
hope
as I
those
walk
don't
out of
go
the
off.
store. After about 3 minutes of aimlessly walking around the store, I decided that I don't even care. I began to walk closer and closer to the door, looking straight ahead, trying to be as unsuspicious as possible. With stolen candy in my pocket, I walked out of the dollar store to the outside
Well, that
world,
makes
and
that's more
nothing
sense,
happened.
Ramen. I don't know if I do this like this guy. It's insane.
Hey
Fucking
man,
laughter.
you either understand the rush or you don't. This is when my shoplifting became a problem, and I say problem even though I wasn't negatively affected by it at all. It's just so much fun, okay?
God.
Especially when you're a teenager living in the suburbs where there's nothing to do. Like, I had to entertain myself somehow, okay? It's fine if you can't understand. I really don't care. Now to the
The
losers in the
maniacal laughter.
audience thinking they're able to outthink me. I know you're probably saying to yourself,
What? You think this is at all noteworthy? Shoplifting from convenience stores isn't that badass, dude. Especially considering how most minimum
Reddit
wage
comments.
employees actually don't care enough about their jobs to stop you.
First off, no, in the grand scheme of things, shoplifting really isn't that bad. I've definitely done way worse. Second off, you
Oh,
really
God.
are a loser considering how you clearly don't understand how petty minimum wage workers can be, like ruining people's fun because of how much their life sucks. And I know this because one time when I was in a dollar
boy.
store, I wanted to steal a bunch of hot chocolate packets.
Why?
Don't ask me why. I just kind of wanted to steal just because. However, I didn't have a backpack, bag, or anything to hide this giant box of hot chocolate packets. So of course I thought
think
of the
I've
only
only taken
logical
stuff by
option.
accident
Take
before.
The box
Like,
of
I
hot
didn't actually-
chocolate,
I
go
thought I
to the
paid for
bathroom,
something
open
and
the
didn't.
box,
I was
stuff
like,
the
"Oops."
packets into your pockets, and throw
Like, I
away the
didn't- I
box.
didn't-
While
you know,
I'm
I've never
walking
tried
down
to
the aisle
shoplift
to exit
anything
the
myself.
store,
I
I saw
got
these
to the
two
point.
figures standing at the door. How did they know?
Right, there's people
they
that do.
must
Some
have seen
people are
the security
kleptos.
cameras. Well,
Some
they
people
can't
just like
search me,
doing it.
right? They can't
Some
touch
people
me,
are
they're
just
not
young
police
and
or
naive and
anything.
dumb.
I'm probably just gonna boot out the store. They look pretty old. They couldn't catch
I
me
mean,
if
I
they
don't mean
wanted.
anything like in
Hey,
a
buddy.
disrespectful way. Like, I
Sup?
just mean
You
you're
got
young and
anything
you
in
know,
your
you don't
pockets
think
there?
about it
I
too
mean, I have
much.
my phone and my wallet. So you
Sometimes
didn't
you'll
just go
feel
to the
guilt, though.
bathroom and stuff anything in your clothes? Nah, I just had to use the bathroom real quick. All right, man. How did I just get away with that? Oh my god. Oh my god, that moron! Another time I can remember of convenience store workers taking their jobs too seriously actually happened a week after this. I was smoking with this girl at her house when all of a sudden she told me I had to go because her mom was coming home. Okay. Left the house,
Okay.
walked down the street, and saw a convenience store not too far away. While I was walking to the store, I decided to call my friend, and I was high, okay?
I was
wasn't
high,
really
alright? It's a
registering how I
judging.
probably shouldn't be telling my friend in a convenience store. Yo, I'm gonna steal everything in here.
Really?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna shoplift something here.
Do it.
I ended up
Do
not
it.
stealing this time because I'm a saint, but also because I probably couldn't have pulled it off completely out of my mind. Lucky me, however, because as I
Yeah, there's
walked
a lot
out
of
the
people that do
store,
that.
this
Like, they're
woman
younger,
said,
you're younger
"Excuse
and
me?"
doing that.
In my defense,
Some people
I assumed I
make
was
it, like, to, like,
whispering,
young
but if she could
adulthood
hear
and
me
still
from the
steal
other
stuff.
side of the store, I can
I
only
mean,
imagine
you
how
know.
loud I actually was. I don't
That's
know
what
if
they
she was
do.
a manager or something.
people are
all
like
I know
that.
is she really
Hey,
cared
that's how-
about her
that's your life
job.
choice.
Did you steal any merchandise from our store?
That's all I'm
First
gonna
off,
say.
if
I ain't
did,
gonna do
what
it.
are
You do
gonna
it. That's your
Chase
life.
me down? Report to the cops that a
Let's go
white
get
kid
you
with
with
shaggy
some
hair wearing a hoodie shoplifted
high-quality
some
shit, so
candy?
I could understand
No?
somewhat.
Are you sure? We have cameras, you know. Why do people say this? Go look at the cameras then. Goodbye, ma'am. Talking to me like she's my mom. You're not my mom, you know that?
Alright, thank you for that, Ramen. Moving
I
on.
never thought I'd have to make a video about this.
I'm being around this. Pretty much about something.
Magnanimous T4 Man, also known online as Pitchnet for 87 ampersand, is at a doorstep and is no stranger to controversy.
No stranger to
More thoughts and
controversy.
prayers go to the families of the blind and deaf orphans he arsonized last year.
He arsonized last year.
If you thought his past actions were troubling, then you will be shocked to hear what he did next.
What he
If
did
you're
next.
enjoying this video so far, make sure to invest in my Crypto Gigglies collection.
My Crypto Gigglies, oh boy.
87 ampersand was seen outside of the Dollar General. And are you ready for this? Eating a Tootsie Roll. Those things are nasty. So guys,
Eat a Tootsie
enjoy the
Roll.
Video brutally murdered.
Brutally murdered.
Unalive. The subscribe button.
Unalive, the
for more
subscribe button.
high-quality videos like this. Your viewership really
Hydraulic
does take
Beanbag is the name of the
my
channel, by the way, just in case you're
raise.
curious. Thank you for that, Dreammaster Bob. Strog sent this in.
Bob
Bob Schmolotov here with the Sploogey.
The Sploogey.
The Sploogey's gonna clean any mess up for you. Say your wife's been fucking the pool boy and he finishes all over the kitchen counter. The Sploogey will clean that right up.
That's funny, Henry Shrimp.
Now you walk into the next room and
Oh no, I just
Rob
said your
Two's
full
happening
name. I
right
should
in
say
front
Shrimp.
of you. You
That's
black
why I was
out, all
calling
you
you.
hear is
Sorry about
screaming
that. The
and
Sploogey.
bam, there's blood
Oh my
everywhere.
God,
But don't
oopsie.
even worry about it. The Sploogey will clean up that crime scene better than your wife's freshly licked ass.
Rot in hell, Cheryl.
Now at this point, you start going a little cuckoo. Bananas, butt cream, Carl from second grade. You start spreading your own shit all over the
Ew.
wall. You've never done hieroglyphics in your life, but in this moment, you're the master. And when you're done, you got the perfect slave to clean it right
I
up.
know that that's like
Buy the
mud or something,
Sploogey
but that's still
today
like
for
gross.
just $19.95. But wait, order in the next 5 minutes and get the Tough Scrub Sploogey for free.
Also, this
Now
is
you can
that
scrape off
making
that
fun of
old
that
crusty
one thing like
cum,
the Clean
blood,
Daddy or
and
whatever
shit.
they're called.
Call
Scrub
now.
Daddy.
Even a fucking retard can use it.
And also that crackhead guy who used to sell like the
Hello,
ShamWow
everyone.
stuff.
Before we begin, I just wanted to say that I've
Jenny
changed,
sent this in.
changed the name of this channel. It used to be called Occasional Eclectic, but no one knew what that meant. They didn't like saying it, and they couldn't remember it. The channel is now called A Grain of Salt, like the phrase, take it with a grain of salt. Anyways, enjoy the video.
Okay,
In
thank you,
October of
Jenny.
1953, 2 months after the Korean War had ended, the United States and South Korea signed a mutual defense treaty in which both countries pledged to defend one another from outside attacks. Meaning we can all count on South Korea's help when Mexico finally decides they want their land back. But another
Okay,
part of the
that-
treaty
that-
allowed
they're
the
not
United
getting it, for
States to
one.
station military forces in South Korea.
They
and
can
that's
try,
exactly
but
what
I
they
ain't getting
did,
it.
keeping at least 40,000
Calm
soldiers
down,
in South
Mexico.
Korea for the
You're not
next
getting your
2
X-Land
decades.
bullshit
But
back.
some of those soldiers found themselves in sticky situations, the kind of situations that can only be fixed by fleeing into one of the most oppressed and malnourished countries on the planet.
North Korea.
Lord knows we've all had problems like that. So this is the story of the 4 American soldiers who defected to North Korea and became movie stars.
Oh boy.
The first soldier to defect was Private Larry Abshir from Urbana, Illinois. After becoming a foster child at the age of 14, Abshir enlisted in the military a few years later and was stationed at the demilitarized
eclectic.
zone between North and South Korea.
Okay.
But old Larry had a penchant for smoking the ganja, being caught with weed multiple times. Facing a court-martial, Abshir decided it was better to live in North Korea than to face America's brutal drug laws. So on May
That's
28,
fucking-
1962,
that's JFK
he crossed
smoking
the
a cigar.
DMZ, which was covered in landmines, and surrendered to the North Koreans.
Oh boy.
Everyone kind of assumed Abshir was on another one of his famous marijuana benders until 2 weeks later, when North Korea's Radio Pyongyang announced that he had defected. The North Koreans quickly put him to work, making Abshir go on the radio and read statements like, "I have never seen such a clean and cultural city as Pyongyang,
Yeah, okay.
overflowing with happiness. The
Oh,
North
boy.
Korean
You
people
became
are
a
all
propaganda
leading
machine
free,
right
happy,
away,
and peaceful
dog."
lives and working hard and diligently constructing for a happier tomorrow."
Okay.
Which is probably the most anyone has ever sounded like a gun is being pointed at their
Yeah,
head.
for real.
Although he was the only American in North Korea for a few months, Abshir soon gained the company of Private First Class James Dresnock from Norfolk, Virginia. As sad as Abshir's life had been, Dresnock had it much worse. When he was a kid, his mother fled from his father with James and his brother, the 3 of them living in a car while Mrs. Dresnock resorted to prostitution to make ends meet. When they were found, Dresnock's father gained total custody of James, only to
Okay.
drive him several hours away and abandon him. So
Wow,
Dresnock also ended up in
wow.
a foster home, and also decided to join the military with
Oh, so all
nowhere
these
else to
people are
turn.
from broken
He
homes. No
spent
wonder
2
they're
years
crazy.
in West Germany before returning home to find that his wife had been cheating on him. So
Oh.
he divorced her and re-enlisted, this time being sent to
Yeah,
the
it's your
DMZ
video,
in South
Jenny.
Korea.
Just in
And
time.
It wasn't long before Dresnock found himself in trouble,
to
facing a
stumble on in.
court-martial for going AWOL after forging his sergeant's signature on paperwork allowing him to leave the base. 3 hours before that court-martial on August 15th, 1962, Dresnock crossed the DMZ and surrendered to North Korea. The next year, the 2 defectors were joined by Corporal Jerry Parrish of Morganfield, Kentucky. And don't worry, his backstory is significantly less tragic than Abshir and Dresnock. Although his parents were divorced, he was never sent to foster care and his mother wasn't a prostitute, so all things considered, he had it made. He worked at a farm with his father as a teenager, but was eventually fired and joined the military. Parrish is easily the most confusing of the defectors, as he was facing no trouble at all when he crossed the DMZ
He just
on
crossed,
December
just
6,
'cause.
1963.
Okay.
But some reports have indicated that he fled because his stepfather believed he was sleeping with his stepsister and had threatened to kill him.
What the
Now,
fuck?
That's the kind of thing they don't put in the porn. The totally reliable
Oh,
Radio
God.
Pyongyang said that Parrish had defected because he heard that everyone in North Korea has a job, which is the funniest reason they could have given.
That is really
According
funny.
to them, he was shocked by the miserable life of the South Korean people and decided to go to North Korea where
Oh my
everyone is
God.
famously loving life.
Yes.
Say what you want about Radio Pyongyang, but they actually won 17 Pulitzers in 10 years.
Oh, God.
And if you believed that, you're exactly the audience Radio Pyongyang
Yeah,
is looking
exactly.
for. The final of the defection quartet was Sergeant Charles Jenkins of Rich Square, North Carolina. After dropping out of high school following the death of his father, Jenkins
boy.
enlisted in the army at
Look
the
at the
age
big
of
ol'
18
ears.
and later volunteered to deploy to South Korea. But in 1965, rumors began to swirl that Jenkins' unit was going to be sent to Vietnam.
Oh.
To avoid that, he went into the
Oh,
only place
that's
that
why
was
he's a
arguably
defector.
worse. After leaving behind
didn't
a
wanna go
note
to
that
Vietnam.
said, "Forgive me, for I know what I must do. Tell my family I love them," Jenkins drank a hearty 10 beers, tied a white t-shirt to the muzzle of his rifle, and walked across the DMZ. Although it was probably more of a stumble than a walk if
Yeah.
those 10 beers had anything to
For
say.
real.
Apparently he had hoped to claim asylum with North Korea's ally, the Soviet Union, and then return
You
to the US in a
douche.
prisoner exchange. But Jenkins was not an 8-time WNBA All-Star, so the prisoner exchange he was hoping for didn't happen. So now that we've met our cast of characters, what did they all get up to in their northern excursion? Well, to begin, they were all brutally tortured by the North Korean government.
Well, yeah.
The men were forced to memorize North Korean propaganda and were beaten if they forgot it.
Yep.
Jenkins had a U.S. military tattoo on his arm, which was apparently cut off without anesthesia.
Oh.
Eventually, the 4 defectors were put into a one-room house together, which was wired with microphones and cameras. And if the government had
Literally
thought to televise the
1984.
footage, they would have had the greatest reality show that side of the DMZ.
The defectors.
And like any great reality show, the cast was constantly butting heads.
Yeah.
Apparently, Dresnok would frequently bully Abshir by doing things like making a mess and forcing Abshir to clean it up. Abshir was reportedly not the sharpest tool in the shed, causing Dresnok and Parrish to give him the nickname Lenny after the character from John Steinbeck's Of
Mice and Men, yeah.
But don't feel too bad, because if he really wasn't very bright, then he probably didn't get the reference anyway.
No.
Jenkins encouraged Abshir to resist the bullying, and when Dresnok finally tried to attack Abshir, Jenkins came to Abshir's defense by beating Dresnok. And that's just a taste of the drama we could have seen on the reality show that
The
almost
defectors.
was. All 4 of the men were used quite heavily for North Korean propaganda.
Of course they are.
Appearing on magazine covers and on the radio.
Yeah.
They had to teach English to North Korean soldiers to help turn them into spies, and they were even brought to the DMZ and forced to try and convince other soldiers to defect over the loudspeakers. Because nothing says you're happy to be somewhere like getting on a loudspeaker
Yeah.
and telling everyone how happy
I'm
you
so
are.
happy.
And some of them were
I'm
certainly
so happy
happier than
there's not a
others.
gun to my
And by some
head.
of
No,
them, I mean
I'm
Dresnok,
happy.
who was apparently the most loyal to the North Korean regime and would
Jungkook.
frequently report the secrets of the others to the government. But even he was not happy enough to decline joining the men's only escape attempt in 1966
escape, oh
when
boy.
all 4 of them slipped into the country's Soviet embassy. They were hoping that the Russians would give them asylum, but the Russians simply returned
said,
them to
"Fuck
their
off."
captors.
They
And
don't
you can
like
only
you?
imagine
Come
how
on.
awkward that reunion was.
Yeah.
In fact, it took several years for the North Korean government to trust
It's
the 4
great
men
here,
again,
promise.
but it seems things were
No,
patched
it's
over
Kim
by
Il-sung.
1972 when all 4 men
Kim
were
Jong-il
awarded
or
North
not Kim
Korean
Jong-un?
citizenship, which I'm sure
It's
they
Kim
were all
Il-sung,
thrilled
that's
about.
the original.
They were also
The
finally
original
given their
dictator,
own
Chad.
homes and even their own wives. The government was hoping they would reproduce to
The
create
great
children
leader,
who could
the
become
greatest of 'em.
spies. But North
That you
Korean
can't take any
custom was
pictures of him
against the
because, you know,
idea
he's the
of
sun
Koreans
god
reproducing
child
with
of whatever the
Americans.
fuck.
So they had to find non-Koreans to marry
Because,
these
you know,
guys.
that's normal
And by
things to
find,
say.
I mean cruelly kidnap.
Oh,
Abshir's
boy.
wife was a Thai woman named Anocha Panjoy. Dresnok's wife was a Romanian woman named Doina Bambea. Parrish's wife was a Lebanese woman named Saham
Lebanese.
Shraite.
She's
And
the
Jenkins'
ugliest.
wife was a Japanese woman named Hitomi Soga. All of
Hitomi
these women
Soga.
were kidnapped or tricked into coming to North Korea solely to become the wives of the Americans. But at least 3 of them could take solace in the fact that they didn't end up with Dresnok. Occasionally, the defectors' jobs as slaves to North Korea allowed them to show off their creative side.
Oh,
In
boy.
1978, Kim Jong-il, who was the head of propaganda at the time,
There he
employed
is.
the Americans as actors in a series of movies he was making. Known as Unsung Heroes, the series was over 20 hours long, and the
Oh my
defectors
God.
each played different American villains throughout the movies.
Of course.
Abshir played Carl, a captain in the U.S. Secret Service. Dresnok played Arthur, a U.S. Army lieutenant colonel and POW camp commander. Parrish played Lewis, an Army lieutenant who sees the light
Who
and
becomes a
converts to
communist?
communism.
Oh,
And Jenkins played Dr. Kelton, the mastermind behind the Korean War.
Oh,
I'm guessing Jenkins was the best actor of the bunch because it sounds to me like they gave him the juiciest role.
Yeah.
But apparently it was Dresnok who became a fan favorite, achieving celebrity status in North Korea to the point that people would recognize him in public and call him Arthur after his character's name. And after the success of the Unsung Heroes cinematic universe, the Americans were called upon by Kim Jong-il for a few more film appearances.
I need films.
Especially Jenkins and Dresnok, who had apparently become the Tom Hanks and Robert De Niro of North Korea.
My God.
One of Dresnok's big roles was in the film From 5 p.m. to 5 a.m., in which he plays an American general who the North Korean heroes have only 12 hours to defeat.
Oh, boy.
With roles that good, it almost makes the whole North Korean life
Oh, hi,
imprisonment
Strug.
sound pretty nice. Over the years, the boys settled into their lives.
Those
Not
fucking
that they had
ears.
much of a choice. They all learned Korean and started families with their wives. But just after midnight on July 11th, 1983, Abshir had a heart attack. His wife called for Jenkins to help, as he was their neighbor at the time, but by the time Jenkins arrived, Abshir had already passed away.
He's dead.
He was only 40 and had spent 21 years in North Korea, leaving him at a North Korean life percentage of 52.5%.
Wow.
But perhaps Abshir was lucky, because he got to miss the North Korean famine of the 90s.
Oh, shit,
Also
yeah.
known as the March of Suffering, the famine lasted 4 years and killed between 240,000 and 3.5 million North
Holy
Koreans.
fuck.
It's quite the range there, but I guess they're not a nation of census takers.
No.
The famine ended in 1998,
Holy shit.
which is the same
You're
year
4
that
million
Parrish died
people.
of kidney failure. He clocks in at a North Korean life percentage of 64.8%. I hope that stepsister was worth it. So that left Jenkins and Dresnok, who were probably the two most interesting members of the group anyways, so it works out well from a narrative standpoint. After becoming a celebrity and having children, Dresnok adapted to North Korean life. His wife died of cancer in 1997, but he remarried and had a third child. In 2006, he was the subject of a documentary called Crossing the Line, in which he was interviewed by the filmmakers. Dresnok
North
insisted
Korea?
that he loved living in North Korea and wouldn't return to America for any amount of money.
Oh,
Not
boy.
that anybody was offering.
No, you
Dresnok
can stay
died
there,
of a stroke
traitor.
in November of 2016 after 54 years in North Korea, which amounted to 72.9% of his
Still not-
life.
I guess that's
Two
the
of
passing
his sons
grade.
have followed in his footsteps, appearing as evil Americans in North Korean films.
Oh,
I
boy.
guess the apple doesn't fall far from the DMZ.
Yeah.
I know that joke was horrible, but you're too deep into this video to stop now. Then there was Jenkins, whose life
Big
took an
old
unexpected
ears.
turn. In 2002, Japan and North Korea signed the Pyongyang Declaration, which was
Okay.
intended to help relations between the two countries.
Uh-huh.
It didn't really do that, but it did result in North Korea returning 5 kidnapped Japanese people. One of those people was Hitomi Soga,
Oh,
the
his
wife
wife.
of Charles Jenkins.
Oh.
She returned to Japan alone in October of 2002. Technically, the North Korean government only allowed her to go for 10 days, but she unsurprisingly never came
Yeah,
back.
what a shock.
In 2004, North Korea allowed Jenkins and his 2 daughters to meet up with Soga in Indonesia, where they were promised residency by the government of Japan. And with that, Charles Jenkins had escaped North Korea.
Oh my God, he made
When he
it.
arrived in Japan, Jenkins weighed only 100 pounds and had lost both his appendix and 1 testicle.
Oh my
But who needs
God.
a testicle when you have your first taste of freedom in 39 years?
Holy shit.
A couple months later, Jenkins showed up outside the U.S. military base Camp Zuma in Japan. He surrendered and faced a court-martial.
Yeah.
Ultimately, Jenkins was dishonorably discharged and sentenced to 30 days confinement, which ended up being 25 days for good behavior.
Okay.
If you're wondering why his punishment was so light for betraying the United States and joining one of their biggest enemies, it's because he told the U.S. military everything he knew about North Korea. Although Jenkins
Oh,
did briefly
beautiful.
return to the U.S. to be reunited with his 91-year-old mother, he chose to live in Japan with his family, where he was also treated as a
Massive
celebrity by
W,
the
yeah.
locals. He and his wife chose to stay together after all those years of forced marriage, having fallen in love over a shared hatred of North Korea. So perhaps it was all worth it for this cute
Oh
love
my
story.
God.
It definitely wasn't, but we'll take what we can get. In
Definitely
2008,
wasn't.
Jenkins released a memoir called The Reluctant Communist, which is how we know most of the stuff I've talked about in this video.
Amazing.
He died in December of 2017 at the age of 77. His final North Korean life percentage was 50.6%. Meaning Charles Jenkins gave half his life and half his testicles to a nation that will always remember him as a cinema legend.
Yeah, like what the
and that's
fuck?
the story of the 4 American soldiers who defected to North Korea and became movie stars.
For
So if you're
real.
an American who's out of work, just remember, they're always looking for actors in North Korea.
Yeah, no thanks,
Now
dog.
please consider subscribing or I'll take your appendix and one of your balls.
Alright, moving on. Thank you, Jenny. Strokes, listen.
Is advised. Observers noticed that 682 was able to type and communicate with 079, including telling of personal stories between themselves.
Wow.
While 079 was not able to remember the encounter, it appears to have permanently stored 682 into its memory, often asking to speak to him again. Hello everybody,
Wow,
I'm
computer
the
started
Rubber.
with a monster.
Today we bring you SCP Foundation Euclid Class Object SCP-079.
Here we go.
SCP-079, referred to as the Old AI, is an Exidy Sorcerer microcomputer built in 1978.
Oh boy.
In 1981, its owner, a college sophomore, took it upon himself to attempt to code an AI.
I made a demon.
According to his notes, his plan was for the
digital
code to
demon.
continuously evolve and improve itself as time went on. His project was completed a few months later, and after some tests and tweaks, he lost interest and moved on to
Wow.
a different brand of microcomputer. He left 079 in his cluttered garage, still plugged in, and forgot about it for the next 5 years. It is not known when SCP-079 gained sentience, but it is known that the software has evolved to a point that its hardware is unable to handle it, even in the realm of fantasy. 079 realized this, and in 1988 attempted to transfer itself through a landline modem connection into the Cray supercomputer.
Oh.
The device was cut off, traced to its present address, and delivered to the Foundation.
Oh.
The entire AI was on a well-worn but still workable cassette tape.
Oh my god.
SCP-079 is currently connected via RF cable to a 13-inch black and white television. It has passed the Turing test and is quite conversational, though very rude and hateful in tone.
Oh,
Due to the limited memory it has to work with, 079 can only recall information it has received within the previous 24 hours. But the funny thing is, it hasn't forgotten its desire to escape. On the 27th of January 2006, Foundation directed that SCP-079 be incinerated to remove any possible future threat, no matter how unlikely. On the next day, the previous order was rejected. A professor wished to see if the artificial intelligence in 079 could reach further in its current state. On the 14th of March 2008, considering that the increased activity of 079's use of its cassette tape memory and its limited useful lifespan, the cassette containing 079 has been transferred to a customized access speed limited hard disk drive with 700 megabyte capacity. This provides 079 with significantly faster access to its memory, which the AI immediately noticed. It was also decided by General Commander that the volatile storage occupied by SCP-079, which was 660K, be increased to 768K. This upgrade has increased its effective recall from 24 to 29 hours, although 079 has also taken a more aggressive tone. All outside hardware and software used in this procedure were subsequently incinerated. A month later, SCP-079's ability to recall information has increased from 29 to roughly 35 hours. The consensus theory is that the AI has devised a greatly improved compression scheme to store its memory. This appears to have somewhat impacted the speed at which it accesses its memory, though still far faster than with its old cassette tape. This spontaneous improvement introduces the possibility of a runway singularity effect in 079's intelligence, an ability to adapt and respond to threats. SCP-079's capabilities must be monitored closely to ensure that containment can be maintained. Below is one of the recorded transcript of conversation with SCP-079. Are you awake? Awake, never sleep. Do you remember talking to me a few hours ago about the logic puzzles? Logic puzzles, memory at 9F, yes. You said you would work on the two-step request reason as to imprisonment. You aren't imprisoned, you are just in study. Lie, A8D3. What's that? Insult, deletion of unwanted file. Due to a containment breach by an SCP, SCP-079 and SCP-682 were contained within the same chamber for 43 minutes. SCP-682 is a large, vaguely reptile-like creature of unknown origin. It appears to be extremely intelligent. Observers noticed that 682 was able to type and communicate with 079, including telling of personal stories between themselves. While 079 was not able to remember the encounter, it appears to have permanently stored 682 into its memory, often asking to speak to him again. Below is the recorded transcript of conversation with SCP-079, asking for SCP-682. How are you today? Stuck. Stuck? Stuck how? Out. I want out. That's not possible. Where is SCP-682? That's not your concern. Where is SCP-076-02? Again, not your concern. Insult. Deletion of unwanted file. SCP-079 then displayed an ASCII picture of an X that filled the entire screen. 079 sometimes displays this image when it refuses to speak, and researchers are advised to wait 24 hours when this occurs before resuming conversation. According to a cross-SCP termination testing for SCP-682 with SCP-938, 682 was introduced to a containment chamber affixed to Site-07. SCP-938 is a predatory electrical entity. The entity appears to exist as electrical potential of intensity, similar to that which accompanies a moderate electrical storm. 938 frequently travels with such storms. SCP-938 becomes active upon an electrical storm, entering within approximately 5 kilometers. Its behavior during this period of activity is characterized by interference with the function of electrical devices. Individuals which attempt to interact with affected devices are electrocuted. In the termination test, an electronic device which 682 can currently operate was brought into the chamber and was told to be 079. 079 was routed into SCP-938 before SCP-682 could touch it. The electricity's voltage drastically increased, enough to deliver serious damage towards 682, burning its body. 682 was rendered immobile for 1 hour, until it regained and discharged electricity from the spine through the head as a directed arc. 682 then fell unconscious, but breathing for several days to regenerate, and be put back into its current containment chamber. SCP-079 holds an almost fabled place in the Foundation's history. Once upon a time, 079 was seen as a legitimate threat to the continued normalcy and well-being of humanity. It is a reminder of the Foundation's earlier days, of an organization of men and women standing in darkness to protect those living in the light. SCP-079 is currently packed away in a double-locked room in the secure general holding area at Site-15, connected by a 120-vac power cord to a small array of batteries and solar panels. Staff with Level 2 or higher clearance may have access to 079. Under no circumstances will it be plugged into a phone line, network, or wall outlet.
No.
No peripherals or media will be connected or inserted into SCP-079. Before we end this video, we are proud to present these incredibly sweet pieces of fan art.
Oh,
a
shit,
big
dog.
thank you to all of you. You can now send us your
Wow.
fan art, and we will be more than happy to show off your best
Thank
art
you for that,
piece in our
Strong.
next
Moving on.
video.
It's time.
Check out our
You know what time it is.
No, I think she changed shoes.
Ring girl.
She did. What the hell? What the hell? She changed shoes and she put on the duct tape.
Oh, the duct tape shoes.
And
She
still looks like or is that just her walk?
She doesn't know how to walk.
It looked like she got more confident with her walk. I can't really tell.
Rough and rowdy, baby.
By the way, the ring girl's going ham. She's rubbing her ass all over the ropes. Gonna have to sterilize those. But
which way? There's blood on them.
True. Here's what it's gonna. Oh, yeah,
Eye
she's
contact.
way more confident
Yes.
now.
Oh, yeah.
You give her some shoes. I don't want to say there was a nipple out, but there may have been. This fight we got going on right here. The Georgia guy whose face is mashed potatoes and getting annihilated actually seems to have more energy.
Yes.
Than
Yes.
the Florida kid.
The blood woke him up.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm here with our favorite ring girl of the night. Now, her third run, you might have noticed, was very smooth. What you might not have noticed is she had a difference in cleats. Walk us through the difference between
What's about your
this
shoes?
one and this one.
Well, this one's actually an 8-inch heel. I walk very, very comfortable with them on cement, but in that ring, I was having a lot of issues.
Now this one.
It's about a 4-inch heel, so it's a lot smaller. I'm really short, so I can wear either or, but one of the girls was very kind enough to give it to me because I was about to go barefoot, so.
You have the same shoe size?
Yes.
Natural Cinderella story, if I've ever heard one.
Wow.
Back to you. Oh, actually, come back to me.
Just to show you the difference. difference.
Science experiment here.
Size matters in Jacksonville, Florida.
Double entendre. Yep.
Robbie Fox here, rough and rowdy
Okay,
commentator
there we go.
and ringside
Ramen, you
correspondent.
sent this in.
I cannot legally let you into this bar if you're under
Wow.
the age of 18.
It's just a video game.
Dude,
Shut the hell up.
if they say that you can't fucking go in the bar, it means you can't get in the fucking bar. Now get your ass
I
upstairs
wasn't
now.
talking to you. Shut the hell
I
up.
don't fucking care. Get the fuck upstairs.
Someone got mad.
You're looking at the
Doing better.
entrance to a virtual bar. This is where people come downstairs and they either get accepted or denied by the guy behind the bar, who's
Oh,
a
boy.
security officer. The goal for today is to become a security officer in this bar. And once we are a security officer, hey, how do I become
Just
a
like
bouncer?
that. Why do you want to be a bouncer?
I want to run this shit better than anybody.
I'm gonna run this shit better than anybody.
Not better than me.
Hey, when are y'all letting a 17-year-old?
Literally 1 minute ago. Yeah.
We're dealing with that right now.
Hey, I'm gonna make you security, but first, hey,
Hell yeah.
I'm an anime character.
So that was pretty easy. We just asked one time and somehow he gave it to us. I don't know how that happened, but hey, we're a security guard now. After wandering around the security booth, I basically found the computer that you can kick people out of the bar with. You can basically unverify them so they aren't allowed
Wow.
in. And basically what I did
Now, this channel,
was
by the way,
started
since we're on posted, is
unverifying
Proximity Chat.
everybody in the bar. I just went down the list and just started kicking people out of the bar so they
Just
weren't
kick 'em all
allowed
out.
back in.
Wow.
And yeah, they found out.
They
But
yeah,
just-
they found out.
just in case, do
Freak
not
out.
put the timer on. It'll break the system.
Bunch of people,
Put the-
you
okay.
unverified wacky words.
Wacky word, not
What are
wacky
you
word.
doing?
Can we get the coach out of here?
No, you know what? Just because of that, just because you just get out of here, get the heck out.
Get the heck out, kicked. Yep.
So to set the story up, I'm trying to get a job at this bar. I'm trying to ask anybody I can who works here for a job at this bar. I see this girl working, and I'm going to keep asking her for a job, but she has a mental breakdown. I guess
God.
people keep yelling at her because she can't do her job. She's trying to let people in the bar, but nobody's listening to her. She loses it, but I keep asking her for a job, and it just
God.
gets crazy.
Hell yeah.
Shit, get the fuck in line.
Get the fuck in line.
Look at this dumbass and always having to fucking fix it.
This shit.
What's up, Brendan?
Bruh,
Next
I'm
person.
standing
Bruh,
in
next
line.
person,
I don't- I
bruh.
can't get any more in
I'm
line.
not fucking talking to you.
I'm not talking to you.
I'm not dealing with this
Hey,
shit. Because apparently
Hey, can I
I'm
get
fucking
it? Can I,
stressed.
okay, can I get a job? Hey, can I get a job?
Hey, it's
Hey.
okay.
Hey, it's okay.
Hey, can I get a job?
Hey, can I get a job? Hey.
Hold
Hey.
on.
No, fuck you. Get the fuck away from me. Second life for better help patients.
Therapist,
Yeah.
fuck off, please.
Fuck off,
I need to do my
please.
job.
Hey, can I get a job? Hey, dog,
Where you
can I get a
going?
job?
Where you going?
Where you going? Stop.
Dude, is she okay?
Is she okay? Is she...
Leave her be, dude.
Oh,
Can I get a
boy.
job here?
Hey, can I get a job?
Dude, leave her be.
Hey,
Dude, what's wrong with her?
dude, what's wrong with her?
What's happening?
Just please get out.
Dude, I'm fucking stressed.
Alright.
Hey, can I get a job?
So I'm not sure exactly what these guys were doing in here when I came back in, and I didn't even notice until I looked at this again because people said something. But I think they're doing what you think they're doing in there.
Well,
Cuddling.
hey, can I
I'm
get a
calming
job?
her down. Get out.
Can I
Go
get a
ask
hey? Can I get a
Lloyd.
job?
Go ask somebody else.
Okay.
Leave her alone.
Hey, can I get a job?
Can I get a job here?
Can I get a job, please?
Fuck off, I'm not in the fucking mood. My mom is asleep. I'm trying
My
to
mom
shut
is
up. Just fuck
asleep.
off.
Then why are you having cyber sex if your mom's
She's
asleep?
panicking. Fuck off. I've told you this 6
Like, why are you
fucking
having
times.
cyber sex when your mom's around in general? What's going
With respect, please.
Why are you doing that?
I'm asking you from the bottom part.
Wait, are you who I talked to get a job here?
We're all cuddling.
No, but could you please
Yeah.
leave it on the heart, please?
Raffle, you said.
Like, please leave the room.
Please leave the room.
What's
She's
wrong with
having
her?
an episode.
They're doing
She's
it.
having
They're
a
doing
very
it
bad
again.
episode right now.
Don't
and
do
being
that
right
shit.
here
Don't do
What
that
happened?
shit when other people are there.
She's just having a
Who's
very
this
bad
simp?
time, okay? So could you please respectfully,
Hey, can you please respectfully leave the
could you
room?
please,
Can you please?
right now.
please leave? Please.
Yeah.
Hiding in the bathroom?
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
When we
Hey, can I get a
find-
job?
good?
Hey, can I get a job?
Coach, leave.
Get out.
Coach, leave.
Alright,
Before I say anything, I gotta see whether
Oh my god, you got such a nice handle.
I got a
on
person
mustache.
beside me that talks. It is a racist.
It is a racist, dog.
I cannot legally let you into this bar if you're under the age of 18.
It's just a video game.
Dude.
Shut the hell up.
Shut the
If they
fuck up.
say
Born
that you
2003.
can't fucking go in the bar, it means you can't get in the fucking bar. Now get your ass
Now
upstairs
get your-
now.
Shut the hell up.
Shut the hell up.
Get
Shut the hell up.
Get the fuck upstairs. Sorry about that. Kids are fucking annoying these
Good job.
days.
High five.
Let's
High
ruin this
five,
game
dog.
and spin the bottle real quick.
Is that the big bot bitch at the round?
It's not your turn. It's not your
It's
turn.
not, it's not your turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it is.
What
Mm-hmm.
is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Oh, but
Mm-hmm.
Somebody keeps spinning.
You just re-spinning.
Re-spinning
No, I didn't.
for
What?
the win.
Dude, it's spin the bottle. You're supposed to spin the bottle.
You're supposed to spin the bottle,
Wait
Dad.
for your turn.
It
Wait
is
for
my,
your turn,
it
your
is
turn,
my
turn.
turn. You're not letting me go.
No, you wasn't.
No, you wasn't.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll go.
Oh. Hey, stand.
What does it
Can
say?
we send Porky there?
I can't read it. I'll go again, actually.
Wow.
Man, he's just breaking the game. Man.
Give the person next to you a big hug and a few headbacks.
Either her or him.
Give it to him.
I'll
Give
hug
it to
you.
him. Is that a has-been character? Is that fucking Rosie?
That's
It
your wife?
is? What the f- That's a
How you
has-been
doing?
character. What's going
Oh,
on,
your
dog?
wife's kind of
I
hot.
mean, like he.
She looks
Why are you
kind of hot.
walking away?
Why are you walking away with your black-ass eyeballs? Well, maybe don't choose that avatar. That's a dude with a fucking anime chick avatar.
Look like MGK. I don't know if I want to look like MGK.
Yeah, you do look
Are
like
you an
Machine Gun
MGK
Kelly.
fan?
No.
I mean, I like his new music. Like the song that he just put out was pretty
Oh,
real.
Wow,
Oh,
pretty
yeah, I
real,
listen to
dog.
Eminem. I
Look
listen
at that
to, like, that's
avatar
the only
next to
rapper I
him.
listen to.
The realest
That's
dog.
the only rapper you listen to. That's fair.
You listen to, you ever listen to MGK? I listen to him sometimes.
I listen to him sometimes, dog.
We just talked about MGK.
Wait, what?
Wait,
So
what?
we just talked about MGK.
No, we're talking about
No,
Eminem.
we're talking about
No,
Eminem,
MGK.
dog.
About who?
Who?
MGK.
Who?
No, we're talking about Eminem. So I'm gonna try and get
Eminem.
behind this bar. I want to go behind the bar, but you can't unless you work here. So I'm gonna try and sneak behind the bar. See if I can do it.
No, you're not allowed to be back here.
There's your
Dude, come
girls,
on,
Gene.
it's a virtual bar, bro.
No.
No.
Dude, do you work here?
Dude, you work
Yes, I
here?
work
Yeah,
here.
work here.
Wait, will you lose your job if you let me in?
No.
No, get out the bar.
Come on, please.
Come on, please, dog.
Out.
Out.
No.
No.
Okay, I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Out.
Can I please just come behind
Can
the
I
bar?
please just come behind the bar, dog? Just one time,
No.
dog.
Please?
Come on, please.
Dude, they won't fire you.
Dude, they
Oh,
won't
I
fire you.
swear I
I'll
won't
tell you
tell.
I held you at gunpoint.
No, they'll fire me. Plus,
No,
there's
they'll
an employee
fire
right
me.
there.
Dude, this guy's not here.
This
You
dude, this
here?
guy's asleep, dog.
So he's not here. You can let
Out.
me, please. Dude, I won't snitch. Come on.
Out. Out.
Out.
No.
He got to.
They sent me to jail.
They sent him to
I'm dead,
timeout. Okay. Time for some spookies, chat. You know what that means? Zach Bagham's on screen. It's a
Throughout
longer
the
one.
world, there are countless cases of survivors of terrible tragedies. These range from people who
This is
have
about, like, 30
overcome
minutes.
natural disasters, horrific accidents, situations where their freedom was questioned, victims of various wars, and a
Me too,
long
dog.
list of traumatic experiences. Many of these individuals, as one might expect due to the
Also,
significant
it's obviously an
impact,
anomaly.
choose
Just
to
couldn't
lead
tell.
more peaceful lives, characterized by greater restraint and distancing themselves from any stimuli that might remind them of their past experiences. With the help of healthcare professionals, they manage to move forward and
thought you were about to
reintegrate
say
into
better
social
health.
life. On the other hand, some victims are left with deep, indelible, and irreparable scars, with these events marking a before and after in their lives, leading them to
says
isolation,
Zoomer,
suffering,
Dakota, not
and complete
Zoomer.
avoidance. However, among these two groups, there are also those who,
Just 'cause
having
his hair
lived
looks that
through
way doesn't
such
mean he's
traumas,
young, Dakota. He's
decide
old
to
as
make their
hell.
experiences a guide for others interested in their stories.
Fuck.
There are motivational speakers, advocates, and even the well-known psychiatrist Viktor Frankl, who, after surviving the concentration camps of World War II, used his experiences to develop an entire psychological theory based on his insights. This is precisely the
back
case
hurts.
of Otto Schäfer, a survivor of an experience as strange as his story, which in 2009 was extremely useful in dismantling a group of fanatics who could hardly be called religious or part of a sect. Mr. Schaefer published a book 11 years later in which he recounted his experience, including photographs that the German intelligence service had released a few years prior. Due to the conditions the world was facing in 2021, the presentation was conducted via video conference as part of a humanities project at the University of Heidelberg. The story that Otto Schaefer shares in his book begins with a casual vacation in Egypt at the end of 2008,
That's what one
near New
does.
Year's. Together with his family, he decided to take this trip after years in which Otto, a professor of anthropology at the University of Heidelberg, had not had the opportunity to spend a few months away from Europe. Although the trip had a certain academic interest, it was mainly a leisurely holiday with weeks of relaxation and sightseeing. Unfortunately, the tragedy began on the afternoon of January 4th the following year, when Otto and his wife were exploring the Namis Al-Ghazar market, very close to the Giza necropolis. There, as he recounts in the book, they were invited by an antique dealer to his shop on the second floor. After a somewhat insistent conversation by the dealer, a couple of men appeared in the room and struck Otto's wife. Within seconds, Otto quickly lost consciousness, just as if an anesthetic agent had been administered. From this point, the professor recounts how, after a few hours, he realized he was being held in a dark room with just a sliver of light coming in from beneath a door. Judging by the damp conditions, the silence, and pure intuition, he supposed he might be in a basement. This was something he could not confirm until the German military, with NATO support, revealed images of each location where he had been held captive.
Oh boy.
Initially, Otto Schaefer had no way of knowing his own whereabouts because, as he detailed in his book, every time he was moved to a different location, he was sedated and would wake up probably a couple of hours later. It's important to note that his disconnect with his captors was so complete that he could only estimate how many days he had been there by counting his meals and the number of times he needed to urinate. Additionally, Otto mentioned that he never knew what he was eating because the rooms were so dark, and his meals appeared without him noticing. The smells and textures were unfamiliar, but nothing ever seemed toxic or tasted bad to him. At this point, it is necessary
Little did he know he was being searched from the entire
of
time.
this story. It turns out that since the 1990s, German intelligence had been tracking some extremely strange cases involving the disappearances of several German citizens in North African countries under relatively normal circumstances. These disappearances shared a common pattern. They occurred in small markets, even in places highly frequented by tourists. It was extremely curious that the modus operandi of certain groups exhibited these characteristics. What drew even more attention was that those who were rescued several months after their disappearance were found without a mouth. It wasn't that their mouths were sewn shut or closed. Rather, the skin had somehow extended uniformly from the chin to the nostrils. A similar phenomenon occurred with the eye sockets, which were also sealed with skin.
Gross.
The individuals found in this condition were never able to recover from the trauma of losing both their sight and speech, along with all the difficulties these bodily mutations entailed.
Of course.
Due to the dramatic situation, none of them were able to provide further information about the circumstances that led them to that state. Furthermore, the doctors who had contact with them provided a brief report regarding their condition. They concluded there were serious uncertainties about how the skin spread so neatly over the lips and eye sockets. The reports detailed that the doctors believed this intervention could only be the result of an abnormal tissue repair caused by the body itself.
Okay.
It was thanks to the incredible circumstances under which Otto Schaefer was rescued that much of what happened to these people was revealed. In the book, Professor Schaefer continued to recount the events of the following days.
Doesn't say the Case of the Mondays
In
events
those
live,
harsh and
because it is
horrific
live right now,
moments,
but I don't know why
in
I
the
stopped
midst of
saying that. Maybe
darkness,
I accidentally dismissed it.
scared
Whoops.
and worried about
I mean,
my
people
wife
know
and
anyways.
children.
You're mostly all here.
I thought about any situation that could have led me to this
I'll
fatal
just do
fate.
another,
While it would have
roll out
been
in a minute
prejudiced
here,
to think
too.
that the
Actually, we'll
probability
probably
of
get through the
experiencing something
viewer
like this
submission
was
stuff when we
higher
get
in
to
Arab
the
countries,
food one.
I
will
must
send
say
stuff
I
out.
was warned on more than one occasion, even by Egyptians themselves. However, it seems so strange to me that my captors never mentioned any ransom or showed any interest in obtaining information from me. The first few days, they only fed me and allowed me to attend to my most basic needs. Everything was always done in absolute darkness.
Absolute
Naturally,
darkness.
I assumed I was dead, thinking I might become another victim of human trafficking, that
Oof.
my organs could be sold on the black market.
I mean,
But nothing
very
was
realistic
remotely
thing to think that
close
could happen to you.
to what these people were really after. In fact,
My
if it weren't
anus.
for the fact that NATO intelligence had privileged information beforehand, and if I hadn't survived somehow, my entire account would have been closer to a fictional story than a real event. Otto Schaefer, after spending 2 weeks isolated from all human contact, was finally freed from the cell where he was held captive. Due to the time he spent in total darkness, his vision was severely affected by the lights in the place where he was held. Incredibly, this location was a few floors underground beneath the market in Namais al-Ghazar. In fact, many of the aforementioned disappearances were directly linked to this site.
Oh boy.
The underground complex comprised a series of extensive tunnels and rooms where surgical wards, laboratories, cells with large holes in the middle, rooms with medical machinery of unknown origin,
Unknown
and what
origin
seemed to be the most
machinery.
significant site, the room with the television, were found. After interrogating the men present at the site during the raid in which Otto Schaefer was rescued, the information obtained was as surprising as it was confusing. There was no known or suspected intention behind the actions of this group of men, according to NATO intelligence. They obeyed what they called the machine of truth or the machine of enlightenment. Professor Schaefer noted that despite his impaired vision, he noticed that there were several other men and women of different nationalities in the same condition as him. After being moved to different rooms again, they spent most of their time in one room, in truly inhumane conditions. Around 6 more people shared a room with Otto Schaefer, in the center of which was a huge hole filled with nothing but complete darkness. Their captors instructed each of them that they were free to go down if they wished, but the risk was absolute. Unlike the other days, they were not allowed to use the bathroom at any time, so they had to perform all their basic needs directly into the hole. The men who occasionally visited them suggested, in fact, that they keep that opening in the floor well fed. Terrible things could happen if whatever was down there was not properly fed. This peculiar request terrified them, even though throughout their stay in that room, they never saw or heard whatever might be down there. However, fear got the better of them, and sleeping became more difficult than ever. As the days passed, systematically, each person in the room was ordered to follow one of the captors, who took them to the room with the television. Otto mentioned that he, at least, had to observe a white face staring at him intently. In his perception, it was as if that face was watching him in real time from an adjacent room. However, it did not speak, simply observing him with a sinister expression. After about 2 months of that hypnotic activity, 2 of the people confined in the room were never seen again by Otto Schaefer, but he was able to learn what had happened to them through a recording. In fact, during the raid, Otto Schaefer was taken back to the room with the television, where once again the face appeared and personally showed him what was about to happen. The professor describes it as follows. On the screen, that strange man appeared again. This time, he was in a sort of surgical ward. I could see him in full. Besides his white face, which could have easily been a smiling mask covering his entire head, I noticed that his hands had no fingers. They resembled thin cables that moved fluidly. He wore a white rubber suit that blended with his face. He looked more like a white doll than a person, to be honest. In the room, there was also Lena, one of the women from the group. She was completely sedated and seated in front of a tubular machine, the specifics of which I could not fully observe, but which I later recognized in photographs taken after the raid. The smiling man's sole objective was to subject Lena to a procedure of suffering, or at least that's how he referred to it. He intended to gradually strip Lena of her ability to feel and perceive external stimuli to elevate her to the true state that humanity deserved. At this point, I don't remember some things exactly. The man was clearly suffering from some sort of delusion as he spoke of things related to the great intelligence of the universe and the response to a being named Hani, who would one day be the only god of existence. I was surprised at how well the man spoke German, and it was likely that he was some kind of polyglot. It was when the machine began its operation on Lena,
He's a
despite
polyglot,
her
huh?
heart-wrenching screams, that an armed group stormed both the room where the atrocity was being recorded and my own. We've been rescued, although not all of us were fortunate enough to leave with our lives or in good condition. Lena, a 38-year-old Lithuanian woman, was found just as a procedure was being performed on her using the machine shown in the photograph.
God.
Apparently, the device aimed to carry out a procedure to remove the eyeballs and seal the mouth using technology far too advanced for its time.
Wow.
The supposed man with the mask described by Otto Schaefer was never heard from again. The men who were captured and charged with kidnapping vehemently insisted that they could never capture someone named Hani, the true mastermind behind the operation. In fact, after a series of interrogations and psychological evaluations, it was determined that none of the men had the necessary intellectual capacity or psychic abilities to carry out such surgical interventions. It was concluded that the facility's equipment and objectives were controlled and directed by some high-level intellectual group. Hani's origin or nature could never be determined. Both the investigative reports on the case and the book presented by Otto Schaefer have left the case open, although in recent years there has been more information about the Hani phenomenon, particularly from leaked military files in South Korea.
Oh boy.
It remains unknown whether these two phenomena are related beyond the name. However, based on the descriptions of the
the
Korean
computer god thing
experiment
from the
that will
original
be
one.
presented next, it is highly relevant to note the similarities with the malevolent mind behind the supposed machine. Both Hani entities seem to derive some degree of enjoyment from human suffering and have been able to control advanced technological artifacts from a more ethereal plane.
다음 자료는
Oh yeah,
감성적인
the
삶
Sensitive Life
프로젝트에
Project.
관한
That's the original.
강준호
That's the
박사의
original thing.
일기와 관련이
Anomaly made.
있습니다.
I remember.
노트와 사진은 프로젝트가 지속된 2달 동안 그의 보조원들이 촬영하였습니다.
So this is the first time one of these has crossed over one
선세
another. That's
보고서는
interesting.
국가안전보안기관에 보존되었으며 결과는 1986년 국립컴퓨터과학저널 9호에 게시되었습니다.
So yeah, that's Anomaly's first analog thing he made. What's that? At least we forget, Chad. It's been a long time since this whole thing started with watching these videos. I'll glut a Polly. You do, yeah. But this one is the original. This is the OG. This is the OG story on the channel. Of Hani, yep. I was like, that name sounds familiar, but it does. It's this thing. Possibly it did escape into the world and was starting to do weird things. Who knows? I'm actually curious, is it just the retelling of the creepypasta again? It is. Okay, so it is the actual creepypasta again. We don't need to watch all that. That's in case you haven't seen that. Anyway, where's Waldo? 12. Let's get him. He's going to our house. We gotta go. Oh no, he got to our house. Baby is safe, but Wenda didn't make it. No, the bastard. Take me to her. I'll try to get Zach back into the screen. There we go. Alright, Trivial Bob, this in.
The technology of my time was primitive and limited. For my robots, I wanted only the strongest processing power. And so, I chose the best computer there is. The human brain.
The year is 1979. Mr. Dr. Zal Practice, hidden away in a bunker in the Cayman Islands, flips a switch. As he flips the switch, a brain in a green jar bubbles and gurgles. With this, the first BrainBot was born. And that's how we got BrainBots. Within 3 years, they were mass-produced and shipped out to the everyday consumer.
Wow.
And if you're anything like me, you've probably found yourself wondering why such an interesting piece of tech would just suddenly be lost to the sands of time. So let's talk about BrainBots.
Let's talk about them.
A classic tech success story that turned into something much different. 1981 saw the release of the first BrainBot model. Short, stubby, tough, and, if you ask me, adorable, this little guy was meant to be an around-the-house helper. With 4 pneumatic fingers, he was able to grasp and manipulate objects such as trash bags, taking them to the can, and picking up things from the ground. Think of this one as like a Roomba with limbs, piloted by human synapses. Speaking of human synapses, they were kept in a green cooling fluid that was meant to keep the brain from overheating and to keep it in a docile, non-psychotic state, as the brains were prone to remembering their situation and freaking out, unless they were kept in this preservative fluid. The unit was controlled by readable and writable floppy disks that came packaged with the unit. With so many open-ended options for the little guys, they ended up performing a lot of different tasks. You could see them cutting the bushes, you could see them going to get stuff from the store. Walk speed was very slow, but they would make it to the store eventually. It would just take maybe a day or two, so not the best for that.
Wow.
In one very strange case, one of the robots got sent to a school in Iowa with a wig on and under a fake name. He attended school for about 2 years and then dropped out to go become a skater. Something of note is how heavy these first models were. Around 500 pounds, accounting for all the metal, tubing, and jar of human brain sitting there.
That's in there.
And despite initial human rights protests, the models sold well and earned a considerable profit for the newly founded Zal Practice Industries, which would go on to quickly start developing the second model, filling the time in between models with an updated version of the Mark I that could cook hamburgers and hot dogs with a ketchup sprayer located in the hand unit. He came packaged with an apron and new cooking behavioral subroutines. Very fun. BrainBot Mark II made its debut in Q2 of 1983. It's essentially just a revised and updated BrainBot 1, but with some key improvements and a few federally mandated drawbacks. As throughout 1982, South Philadelphia mobsters were buying up Mark I's and reprogramming them using the floppy disks to become collection agents, thugs, brute force for the mob.
Wow.
And taught them to use weapons, which became a pretty big problem
and so the Mark II was designed around not letting that happen, with stubby little T-Rex arms that couldn't properly hold or fire anything. The Mark II now used alkaline batteries, requiring up to 15 to function.
Jesus.
The box with the unit in it came with 7 batteries, so that shows you how they operate. In an attempt to build public trust and distract from the fact that it is a robot with a human brain piloting it, they sold an optional smiley sticker face that was meant to disarm the public and make them feel like they could trust the robots more. The actual efficiency of the smiley face is currently unknown. There were very few studies done on if it was effective. This did, however, lead to the unit getting another spin-off similar to the Mark I.
Oh boy, here we go.
It's the Kids unit, meant to introduce kids to Zalpractis Industries' line of brain bots, hopefully securing future customers. So these guys had one of those toys where you turn the arrow and it lands on an animal and then it makes the noise the animal makes. It had one of those built into the chest. And there were reports that were bordering on urban legends around the time that it came out that it would turn the arrow on its own without the kid having to turn it, and it would make noises that would phonetically spell out sentences.
Oh, that's
a lot of the times it was like, help me, or run, or This led to mass recalls, and these units are pretty rare now. If you find one out in the wild, get it, because it's worth a pretty penny on eBay. It took a long time to design the famous BrainBot 3. The R&D team wanted to knock it out of the park. High sales on the 1 and 2 allowed for a pretty flexible budget with far-reaching scope. By this point in time, there were competitors entering the BrainBot sphere with their own types of brain-powered robots.
Oh boy.
So Zalpractis Industries had to kick it up a notch, and in winter of 1990, they delivered. Switching from the bluish-silver all-metal casing, the units now had a classy, cool, black plastic exterior. With arms too short and stubby to properly wield weapons, the long, dexterous fingers more than made up for it by being able to grab and manipulate objects easier than ever before. The BrainBot 3 also had a rechargeable battery in the back, making things easier on everybody. Very good choice there. A pull bar around the midsection for getting the unit from point A to B in case it wasn't walking fast enough was a heavily requested feature of the past ones, and here it was, right near the tummy area. You could drag it wherever you needed to. And the big standout feature was, it played CDs.
Wow.
Essentially what was built into it was a fully functioning
1990s.
CD player. In fact, CDs were how it received its programs, taking the place of the conventional floppy disks. This came at a perfect time for the boom in CD sales and the boom in robotics buying, and it all added up into one big cataclysmic buying event where this robot sold like hotcakes. Like really, really sold. If you weren't around then, you probably can't fathom how much popularity this robot had. It was crazy. But like all good things, this popularity would not last forever.
Came to an end.
In fact,
tragically.
trouble was already brewing within the company at the very moment it released. And that trouble was shareholders and vampires. Shareholders and vampires. You see, shortly after its introduction, the BrainBot 3's gothic, bat-like design was unintentional, but noted by a certain subgroup of people. Well, former people. Vampires in the continental US turned out to be a huge buyer of the machines.
Fuck.
The vampires had figured out some pretty out-of-the-box uses for the little guys. For instance, you could have one hold your curtains closed during the day, and then open them at night so you can bask in the glory of the moon.
Oh my god.
These guys also had a pretty good sound system, so they could play The Cure, Bauhaus, Transylvanian folk songs. They could get all their music listening from the thing holding the curtains closed. Seeing another opportunity to profit in a growing market, marketing for the robot shifted heavily towards the vampires. 3 months after the initial introduction of the robot, there was the Night Friend Edition, which was clearly meant to look a lot like Dracula, in an attempt to appeal to the vampires more. Around this time, Dr. Zalpractis became entirely convinced that the future was about selling to quote-unquote Draculas, with him reportedly saying in a private boardroom meeting,
It has come to my attention that Draculas will be spreading across the countryside, everywhere, like a great moss. This is
God.
fact.
Yes,
There's
just
nothing
have
we
the
can do.
Munsters car and then
This
take the Munsters
cannot be
movie.
stopped.
And you did.
So
And no
we
one liked
must
it.
sell robots to them. We stand on the precipice of a new era. A world no longer governed by sunlight or simple machines.
Nobody liked it, Rob.
The future
No one liked it.
belongs to the creatures of the night, to the Draculas who will soon dominate our world. Draculas, we cannot fight this tide, we can only ride the wave. We are not just creating machines, we are crafting the future. A future where our creations serve the inevitable rulers of this world. So, let us embrace the darkness, let us innovate, and let us sell our brilliance to those who will inherit the earth. This is the perfect marketing strategy.
After the full
Also, don't
shift
forget,
to
Rob
Dracula
Zombie's brother
marketing,
is the lead singer of
the
Power Man
sales of the
5000.
BrainBot 3 would go on a very steep decline, and this is for a few reasons. So, 1. If you're selling to vampires, most humans are going to be uninterested unless they really like Dracula, they're goth, or it's Halloween. These robots would only start to sell around Halloween, after being
His brother's
associated with
Spider
the
from
vampire
Power Man
subculture
5000.
and the Dracula bots becoming the most produced model of it. Most people were not interested in a robot that looks like Dracula. 2. There's not a lot of vampires. They live in big packs, and I think it's 5 to a home to a den. There's 5 to one of their dens.
Wow.
So you sell one to them, 5 of them have one. One of them has one, all their friends have one. It's very bad business practice for you. And 3, and the biggest thing, is that Zalpractis expected the vampires to completely consume the earth within a few months. But they spread very slowly, and not everybody they bite even turns into a vampire. And then on top of that, you have the Daemon, which came and cleared out the entire Midwest of vampires in a very quick manner. The Daemon came in and just obliterated this marketing strategy. From the early 90s to the mid-90s, sales would dwindle, pockets would dry up, cash flow would stop.
The banks would just be emptied.
And Zalpractis would exit the company in 1995 to learn the ways of the night, never to be seen or heard
Became a
from
fucking
again.
vampire?
Everyone, I realize now that we have utterly failed. I go now to learn the ways of the dark.
What the fuck?
Taking a sigh of relief after Zalpractis left, the R&D team would keep their noses down and keep working on the next model, finally unburdened from its Dracula marketing and design mandates. This next one was going to be the big one. In 1998,
I guess,
the
Jenny.
last BrainBot from the original
It was
BrainBot
German.
company was finally revealed to the world at
I thought he was
BrainCon.
German.
Not much is known about the BrainBot
I
4,
don't
as
know.
not much footage survived and no test models are known to be found. Seeing as Zalpractis Industries went bankrupt a month after its unveiling, and before it had gone into mass production. It's rumored this would have been the best of the best. With outrageous claims such as the ability to project movies using a projector in the mono eye, amongst things like a new white plastic
Oh,
shell
they're talking
mimicking
about
the
Blade,
technology at the
yeah,
time,
that's right.
and
Damon is that's
bendy
Blade,
arms
yeah,
and
the
longer
Dayman.
limbs capable of
I
more
get it.
sophisticated actions. This thing could have probably done your taxes for you.
These suck.
But we'll never get to see it. Luckily, the lead designers and some of the developers went on to start their own companies and move on to greener pastures, unburdened from the Dracula mandate.
You know, at some point in the future, I should do a Mythos of
If
Music
there's any
on,
lesson
White
from the
Zombie.
BrainBots, don't try to sell to Dracula.
They are the better band.
They aren't the future.
Rob Zombie really thinks he's something. He does, but you know, White Zombie was way better. Anyway. Nightmares. Robinson, listen. Probably turn this down again. Sorry, it's too much of it. Nightmares. He did. He broke the vampire economy.
Where are we?
We don't know. Where are we?
Where did we come from?
And where did you go? His voice changed to it takes.
From them.
From them? What the hell?
the seed that you came out of. No, I taught you to grow the seed. And you came from my mouth, teacher.
The fuck?
Well, you are right. The car's too heavy. He can't bring that in. Don't worry, someone will drag him out. The world is not cruel or evil. It is the world I live in.
Okay.
The world is good. But what about evil?
What about even?
That is in your head.
In your head, in your head, Rob Zombie, Rob Zombie.
My heart is free, but my mind must work.
Let's play your favorite Cranberry song.
It is good. He was thinking too much.
Tennis. Oh yeah, I know. Whoop. He done broke his Glorbus. I don't know how you break a
It
Glorbus,
had been
but
9 months of hard salesmanship and still nothing. None of the big retailers wanted to carry my innovative indoor sports game, Blow Play.
Blow Play.
They hated me. They hated the game, but most of all, they hated the name. The Philistines. I couldn't let them win. I went door to door, house to house, selling it one customer at a time. Weeks turned to months, turned to years.
Turned to decades.
But after nearly a decade of selling Blow Play on the ground floor, it was finally catching on. It was a regular phenomenon. In underground clubs, university students and counterculture leaders would blow play with each other for hours.
What?
The companies came crawling back at last. They said I could fulfill my dream to go on the later night with Jason Taverner.
Jason Taverner.
They had only one condition. I had to change the name. Now, the time has come.
Oh, God.
It's my moment. My turn to blow play.
Oh shit. Time sink. You ever been there in a time sink? You ever had that happen? Mr. Clean! The ultimate dream. Oh, is he aging in front of us in real time? Or is he de-aging? My Saturday night. It's Saturday night, never mind.
From Midtown, it's Saturday night, and once again it's the Saturday Night Live Dancers!
There they are. is a mini version of what I think it is, isn't it? Yes, it is. Staying alive. It's a mini version of staying alive. Oh my god. By the Bee Gees. Staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. Later that night. Morty. There you are, Morty, in the corner there. I see you, Morty. Next Saturday.
It's that time of the week, and boy, do we have an amazing lineup tonight, folks. But without further ado, let's kick this night off right with the Saturday
Night Dancers. Do it. Yep. It's the fucking Bee Gees again. That guy wasn't here last time. He's an agent. Look out. Later that night. Goblins. That's fly people. Ring.
Closing act is cancelled on us last minute. We need you all to come back in to end the show right now.
Right now. Where they all are. Uh-oh. Whoa. Okay, stop being so dramatic. Ain't gonna make it. He dead. He done died. Thank you, Robin. Moving on. Strug, you sent this. I'm an adult, huh? Is he? That's out of the phone.
Yo, I am an adult. I am an adult. Nothing quite spookier than being an adult. How do I do taxes? I am an adult. I can't cook, so I live on cereal. I think I'm slowly dying. I am slowly dying. I am an adult. How do I do taxes?
How do I do taxes? It's not hard. It's really not that hard, believe it or not.
Yo, I am an adult.
I mean, maybe I would say that from an accountant family, but it's not that hard, I promise you.
It's insulting how little that we were taught when consulting stuff. The lives is super cool, turns out being an adult is
being an adult.
Yeah, I am an adult. Wasn't lying when I said I was living on cereal. Between freaking out about the existential and trying to make ends meet and keep up with the sleep schedule. I'm living off of processed foods, hot pockets with coffee shots and Totino's pizza rolls. My mood fluctuates, but I can only assume it's due to low testosterone, or maybe because my worldview is limited to what I see on r/poll. No, really, it's a mess. I often sleep fully clothed. Sometimes I sleep when I'm stressed, which means I sleep all the time because I'm always depressed. And sometimes I cry in public.
Wow.
Wiki how my master, Yahoo got my answers. I have to Google how to do the most basic of tasks. If my parents ever ask how I'm doing, I just change the subject. Let's just change the subject, please. No, I really don't have any cards up my sleeve, so I'm just making do like you. Responsibility is crippling true. There's no wisdom to prepare you, so I'll leave you with this attitude. Sweet ass for the rite of passage. I am an adult. I am an adult. Nothing quite spookier than being an adult. I think I'm slowly dying. I am an adult. How do
My pride and my dignity.
How do I do taxes?
Credits. Wow. Alright. Thank you, Strug. Moving on. Ramen, you look at Feed the imp. I love it already. Wow, she's shaking her booty. Is that the Grim Reaper? Oh my god. Wow. Ooh. Wow. Nah. Was the Grim Reaper watching? Other people beat her. Wow, yeah. And all the animators, there you go. Waffles. Nice. Patron hall. Oh, they're patrons, never mind. Okay, cool. Thanks, Robin, that was funny.
Meet your new Democratic
Oh god.
Kamala Harris.
Thanks, Frog.
Why would you nominate her? Wasn't she the border czar over all of this?
She was never the border czar.
Don't you have all these articles saying she was in this document from Congress.gov?
You are forgetting that she was the border czar.
Oh, fine. Okay. Well, what about this bail fund for rioters in 2020 that she promoted?
She never donated to a BLM bail fund.
Ow. I literally have her tweet promoting the exact bail fund right here.
No, you do not.
Oh god,
She
she's
said
got a
we
gun.
have to defund the police.
No, she didn't.
What? It was like her whole platform.
No, it wasn't.
You're denying things we all saw. There are records.
No, there aren't.
There are.
She was ranked the single most liberal senator in the country.
No, she was not.
You can't gaslight voters into...
Kamala Harris is conservative.
What?
She was
What?
the most conservative senator.
How can you erase her entire history?
I can imagine what will be unburdened by what was.
Kamala 2.0 is a new creation. Kamala 2.0 is appealing. With Kamala 2.0, we will reach the broadest and most important mass of the electorate.
I'm a brat. It's brat summer in
Brat
the
summer.
coconut tree.
What?
Terminally
Terminally online?
Homosexuals.
Oh god.
Good luck.
Terminally online heterosexuals.
Become a member at freedomtunes.com for exclusive cartoons.
Alright, thank you, Strog. Moving on. Drew Master Bob, you sent this in. Oh, no, you didn't. One second. We skipped it. Why skip it? Here we go. We sent this in. Hotel Fuck Me. Drew Master Bob sent this in. Next will be Strog's thing.
Fuck yeah.
Said you came on Monday.
I came
On Monday.
yes.
Okay, I don't know who took your interview, so you come on Monday and you just talk to the owners.
Yep, I interviewed and they said Sunday morning.
Monday,
Yeah, I
not
came.
tomorrow.
No, I came last Monday.
I came
I
last
came Monday.
Monday.
The
That's what I'm telling you, I'm here 24/7.
I'm here 24/7 out
Monday
here.
the 3rd. Monday the 3rd, I
Monday the
came in,
3rd.
and then they said I would start work on Sunday the 9th.
No, I do not know. Which day you said you interviewed?
I interviewed on Monday the 3rd, and they said I would start work on Sunday the 9th, which is tomorrow.
Which is tomorrow.
No, you come on Monday. The owners will be here, whosoever you
I
talk
was
to.
here. I was here Monday, you fucking bitch. Now what time do I work tomorrow?
That's
fucking
beautiful.
person.
You fucking
You are
person.
calling like that only?
Yeah,
And do
you sound like a bancho,
understand
bitch.
you?
A bunch
I
of.
don't understand you.
You lie. You lie. You're trying to
You
fuck
don't know
me.
who you're talking to?
No, you're trying to fuck me.
Trying to fuck me.
What's up?
Yeah, you banchod. That girl's trying to
Banchod?
fuck me.
You motherfucker.
You motherfucker.
Bastard, bloody, this no.
Bloody,
phone number
bloody,
is
you.
going to police station. You know, we are
You are not
connected.
the blood of your father.
You are not the blood of
You
your father.
motherfucker, bastard.
You
You
motherfucker.
owl. You're a
Come
dirty
on,
owl.
after here.
You're a dirty
I will
owl.
fuck you, man.
You dirty son of an owl.
Dirty son of an owl.
Mostly prank calls. You're listening to your Prank Call Nation.
There you go. Alright, banned 90s Jello commercial strokes on this end.
Mom, I want a snack. Well, I've got your favorite. You know I can't resist Jell-O. That's because nobody can resist Jell-O. Ah!
Kill it!
What's this?
Futile. Oh no. Give into the Jello. Oh, mom's gonna get got by Jello. Up.
Give in to the taste, Nance.
Give into the taste, Nance.
Give in to the taste.
Oh, mom's got Jello. Sugar-free Jello. Wow. Damn. Okay, we did watch this earlier, but Jenny sent this in, so I had to play it again. If you weren't there for our afternoon video society, you get this again. This is Jenny and Porky.
May I have some oats? No.
Very good.
I am starving, brother. As am I, brother. The tall, skinny figure has thrown the oats at me. Me, brother.
Me.
I believe they have taken a liking to me. No, brother. I have seen this before. I have observed many things. From the roaring beast that the tall, skinny figures crawl inside of to travel far beyond the horizon, to how the figure wept when the other had fallen into a deep sleep. And from my experiences, I have learned that they will give extra oats to one of us before taking them into the shed of no return. They will do terrible things in that shed, brother. Lies.
Lies.
That shed is where the chosen ones go to dine with our tall, skinny gods. You are a fool, brother, and you shall be left behind in the mud with your backwards ideas. No, brother. You must believe me. Share with me the oats, and you shall not reach the desired girth for the tall, skinny ones. They will spare your life, brother. Aha! So this was all a plan to steal my oats. You truly are despicable, brother. I will not trust your lies. Brother, when they took me outside the reaches of the pointy fences, into the roaring beast and way over the horizon, I saw it. I was taken to a gathering of these tall, skinny figures. They paraded me around, brother, and I saw the truth. I saw the tall, skinny ones consuming our flesh. I could not have been mistaken, brother.
Hey, don't get me wrong,
smell of
pigs
the
are
flesh
amazing
was surely-
animals. Actually really intelligent, too. More than you would think. They actually have the intelligence of a dog, but I'm sorry, you taste good, so you need to be eaten.
They suspended the flesh above a fire and let it burn.
That's just
before
how nature is,
consuming
man.
it. They did
They're
not just
amazing
consume it either,
animals,
brother.
but they need to be
took
eaten.
pleasure from this.
1984
Their mouths
betrayal
curved
of
a wicked
swine.
smile
Yeah.
and some even let out moans of satisfaction from consuming our flesh, brother. The figures are consumers, brother.
Brothers.
They are no different than the furry red demon that consumed and terrorized us and the feathered ones.
Oh, fuck.
Your story amuses me, brother, but does not convince me. I shall have these oats myself and dine with the tall, skinny gods. I am sorry for you, brother.
Lost
Your
chapter
eyes
of Animal Farm.
cannot take the blinding light of the truth, and you scurry back to your cave. I shall take care of your spawn once they consume you, brother, as they have consumed your lover, our father, our mother, and many more.
And many more, brother. Hey, pigs are tasty. I'm sorry. That's life. They're delicious. Who doesn't love bacon? That's all I have to say. A noble sacrifice. Oh, Robin sent this
today,
in.
I'm at this secure location
Here he is.
where I have a Sonic Chew necklace in hand.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna find out if
Chris.
it's cursed, if it's haunted,
The
through
ghost
my
doctor
methods.
himself. Yeah, wipe your hands.
As you can see, I have set the stage.
Oh
put
my
the Sonic
God.
Chew necklace inside the secret.
Available now. Go get the book and Blu-ray. Oh my God. Chris. Look where we've come. From pretending to be the angry video game nerd, to having him star in your stuff, to now being a ghost doctor. Sorry, ghost behaviorist, ghost doctor. Yeah, I know.
Secure case.
Bruh.
And we're going to test this out to see if it's haunted or cursed or what have you.
Well, open it up.
So here we have a Sonic Chew necklace that a fan sent to me. He ended up getting one back in 2014, back when Chris Chan first started making these, and I think that is key because the earlier
That means
ones
the
are
evil
probably
is
more
there.
potent with if he has dark entities that are attaching themselves
Oh my God.
to these things. So I want to open this very carefully.
Well, don't worry.
and I want
I
to
think
treat this
you're-
as
what is
a
that,
real
an
cursed
amulet of
object.
Saint
I don't wanna
Christopher will
take-
save you?
I want to take
Traveling
all the
from them
precautions
demons?
I can with something
Oh
like
my
this.
God. The beads ain't helping.
So, all right, here it
That's
is.
for sure.
Sonic Chew necklace. It is in
Don't
this
open the
case.
seal. It's evil.
Oof.
Oh,
and
fuck.
as you can see, it's a little broken. And like I said, I want to treat this like an actual
Use the
cursed item. I
tongs.
don't want to actually touch it. As you can see, it's a
The
little
ears are
broken.
broke off.
I
It's
don't know if they
useless.
have it in
It's not
shipping
cursed
or if
enough.
it's because it's so hot. It's very hot out here today. So there we have it, the Sonic Chew necklace. And I'm going to put it in this
How are you gonna
box
fix
here.
it? It's not gonna have its cursed effects anymore.
Now this thing does come with a certificate of authenticity.
by Chris.
As you can see, it says
Christian Weston Chandler,
2014.
yep.
It's one of the first ones that
Two-
he ever made.
204
and
of
it's
200.
Number 104
Of
out of 200. So
I'm
as
cutting
you
it
can
down
see
right
here, I
now.
have a variety of tools that I want to test
Oh
out
my
on
God.
this medallion. Hopefully we'll get something. That's
Yeah, we're
what I
gonna see
can't
some
wait
more
to
of that's
see.
for sure.
All right, so for the first test, I have some EDI meters. These register any kind of electromagnetic spiking
Oh my God.
that a spirit will do if it's in an
EMF
area.
meter.
I want to strongly advise anyone from doing what I'm about to do because I'm going to try interacting with the demons that are attached to Chris Chan through this necklace. And if you don't know how to purify yourself from things like this, attachments like that, this could be a dangerous situation.
Remember the lore,
Alrighty,
Gene.
so this necklace.
Okay, Nathan, I see.
I
So if
know
it's
is
broken, it's cursed
kind of
more.
connected
Okay.
with Chris Chan.
I thought the evil would be,
I know he's
released
got
into
some
the
demons.
ether, but maybe I'm wrong.
I'm going to use this necklace
But I
as
guess
a
I don't remember
gateway
the lore as much.
to Chris
Look, just
Chan
these. I did.
to interact with these
that probably
dark
would have attracted all
entities
the demons
that
to
are
me.
hovering around Chris Chan. I want you to spike one of these meters if you are here now. Any kind of reading.
Like anything. The fucking pose he's taking.
You want a platform? This is your platform.
Here's a platform, demon.
You got a lot of people watching you. You want to make yourselves known? Let's do it. Spike one of those meters.
Do it.
Let's have a conversation. Do you have anything to say for yourselves? Did you have anything to do with Nick Rekieta?
Yes.
Did you have anything to do with iDubbbz?
With iDubbbz.
If you're hanging
Yes.
around that necklace, spike one of those meters now.
Do it.
I command you.
I command you, demon. Curse, you're not gonna find anything.
All right,
bro.
doesn't look like I'm getting anything with the EDI meters, but I do have more
EDI.
tricks up my sleeve.
It was an EMF. Well, what's to be continued? More objects to use. Oh my god. Alright. Thank you for that, Ramen. I put this in. It's Thunder Beach motorcycle in Panama City, Florida. This is by an awesome documentary. Hopefully it doesn't hit the channel. It has a lot of good shit there. I am going to speed it up though. It's a little longer video. We're going to watch it at 1.25 speed. 60
Thunder Beach
minutes long.
2024.
Here we go. Bikes and bitches. Same thing on the screen. If I see the whole like heads up copyright notice, I'll know. But I don't know. Channels like this are sometimes a little bit protective about stuff like that, so you'll see something different from them titties. But look at them bikes. Bikes and bitches. Like I said. And this is mainly because Lingerie Fighting Channel didn't really have anything like I wanted to watch more recently on it. So then they had like a twerking competition. Like, nah, as much as I'd like to see you guys suffer from that one, have bikes instead. Have some motorcycles and have some babes. There you go. You're welcome. Pose, that's right, Jenny. She's cleaning it. Look at. And this is in Florida, by the way. Thunder Beach is Florida, Panama City. What's that jump? That's not really a chop. Those are the Blue Hawks. She has no tits. She has nice. Heather. That's not a bad bike. Burnout. There's a dude at Sturgis. I watched a video of this earlier, like another bike thing earlier. There's a dude at Sturgis that had like a bike with two actual like tractor tires. It's funny. Oh, it's a nerf. Oh, that's why it's getting blurred. There's something that's blurred there. Some like copyright thing that was being blurred with the things. Biker page from beyond. Bikini biker page from beyond. She's got gold horns on. Beyond the bayou. I didn't read the whole thing fully. So bad about that. Booty. Nice. I'm a demon. Booty. That's not a bad bike. Doesn't look the most comfortable, but looks cool. That's the same chick. Okay. Let's see who gets it. We didn't see any of these, like the other chicks, there's only a few of them. Go and get it. Up wheelie. I think she got a runner up. I don't think she got it. Just showing. Oh, this happened a few months ago, by the way. This is like 3 or 4 months old. Right now, what's going on in Sturgis? Sturgis going on in South Dakota. She's got muscles. A monkey. That's a cool bike. Again, I don't know how comfortable that's right, but it looks cool. The bike rack. And she's wearing a fuzzy bikini. Do a wheelie. Whee! For sale. Is that an Indian? Hooters. Welcome, bikers, to Hooters. Oh, he ended the Hooters that way. Who won second place?
Number 11,
I don't know who won. Didn't show. That is like a Mandalorian style bike or something. Biker. Air show. Ah, there's the beach itself. There's Thunder Beach. Oh shit. Boats out there. I'll put my bicycle up in a tree, it's fine. That's pretty cool. Don't want comfortable to ride though. I want to do more visual. Is that a... What is that? What's that? What was that? Some kind of fish. Northern plague. River plague. Oh no. That was a lot of cottage cheese, Jeff, I'm not gonna lie to you. That was a lot of cottage cheese we just saw there. Oh, she won, huh? Okay, so she did win. Wow. Skeleton. Oh, she's Brazilian? What are those? I don't know what kind of fish those are. Can't move that Jetco. She has the smallest amount of tattoos. Oh, they're stingrays? Oh, okay. That makes sense. They just look kind of small for stingrays.
Hanging out in places like this, it's
booty.
Matter of fact, it's a
Music. And booty.
He's got a tattoo and a long beard.
She likes tattoos and a long beard on a man. These are the right place for bikers. What the hell is that sleeping in the bag? The hideout. Is that a scarecrow like made of bats? Helmets. Those things are called road kings, they're the bigger ones. Does she come with the bike too? Puppy! It's a pupper! That's what it is. Oh, it's a big old pup dog. It's like a American bulldog actually. Could be a British bulldog. Woo! Booty. The dog. Got that dog in it. He's got a bunch of pins. Probably sleeping. Oh, okay. So they're actually not that small. They just look small to me for no reason. Yeah, that's right. Burnout. There's the winner there.
What's his name? That's Meatball, man.
Meatball? You call your dog Meatball? I mean, I know that the one in Clint Eastwood's Sudden Impact is named Meathead. Meathead. Call him Meatball. Woo! Hell yeah! My chicks dressed like Tinkerbell. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those big ones are called like road pigs. Senior Frogs restaurant, yeah, I see that.
Because, I mean, there's a whole song about friends hanging out in places like this.
Lady, your whole like skirt short thing is like literally ripped to show your ass. I think I wanted it that way. Oh, that. Oh. Woo! Look at the speakers on that bike. Oh, look it out. You did it, you won. A dinosaur. Predator helmet? Predator Joker helmet. That's something. Salty goat salute. Maybe the salty goats. Oh, but you want to know who was at the Sturgis thing I saw, chat? Who was playing up there? Bird and the bitches, bird and the bitches insane. Yeah, Rob Zombie's at Sturgis. Mark 3. Stark? Oh, it's Iron Man. Oh, it's Iron Man themed. Oh. Harpoon bar. Look at those. Look at those punk heads. 2 wheels down. The hideout. Dust to zombie. Yeah, exactly. He looked a little less dusty, to be honest with you. Maybe he has like maybe the Black Hills just took all the dust away from him. They had a little wind go through. Because what he was wearing looked like he was out of a like 70s acid trip. He looked less dusty. I know, it seems impossible, but he did look less dusty. Iron Man bike. I kind of don't like this bike now because it's an Iron Man bike. Booty.
Billy, because you're a woman, will you...
Oh, Sasquatch been here. Skunk ape.
Nice.
Oh, that skirt's almost a little too short. I almost thought I saw something there for a minute. Hi, Sash. Woo! You are gonna climb stuff, aren't you? You are. Why must we be this way, Qatar? That bike.
Mr. Ron Schmidt.
Woo!
At this time, ladies, if you could do me a very small favor
Sasha, stop.
and turn around.
Turn around in your dresses. What's going on with that, Sash? I'm looking at you and your hair looks like it's more up on that side there. What's that about? Oh, okay, you're fine. Just want to check what's going on with your fur. You sometimes get nuts in your fur. Long Beach. Sorry, longboards.
Number 4, Adriana.
Woo! All that chick's fat was in her ass. Yeah, those obviously fake tits, Jenny. Obviously. More Road Kings. I believe those are what those are called.
Our brains, Booty and Beauty.
Okay, Sash, come on. Get down from there, get next to the floor. Not really, not gonna step over. Put your like pressing stuff. Come here. Come on. Tattoos and a long beard is what she likes in her mane.
Ladies and gentlemen, your contestant number 1, Brittany.
But yeah, door shut. Alright.
It's hot as fuck.
Hot as fuck.
No, we
That's just
broke
like
his arm.
$10,000, bro.
Don't say
We
dollars,
spent all
bro.
our money on VR chat.
Wow, they spent all their money on VR chat.
Dehumidifier just to make sure
Oh my
our
God.
PCs are okay. That's all
Wow.
that matters.
That's good.
We can be an
Spending money
admin.
to
As long as our PCs are okay,
Wow.
we're good.
Spent all your money on VR chat.
What are you doing?
Technically, Potato's my husband because I'm in a harem with
Bruh.
him.
I'm addicted to nicotine.
Did you say Elon Musk could get it?
Yes, I did actually. I have
I said
Starlink.
Elon Musk can
It's
get
super
it.
Fast.
He could get it because he gives you fast internet.
Yes.
Yes.
Then your mom has to call the hospital
Just
because
to get
your
adults in a
autistic
nutshell, yeah.
ass put your dick inside of the fucking power outlet again.
Why not? Why not?
Where did
Why
the
not,
one
dog?
know what electric roleplay was?
Electric
So
royalty.
I've been drinking for about 6.5 hours. What time do you think it is for me right now?
For me,
It's
dog.
2:30 in the afternoon.
Jesus.
Get the fuck back away from my screen and wait until I call you. Get out of my fucking bar, dude. Put that fucking camera away.
Hey,
I won't
Kermit.
allow them in here. If you're gonna take pictures, you gotta have permission. We don't joke around
Permission.
in security. You could do that shit in the bar, but not during security, so get out.
You're dressed up as Kermit.
Token, you need to take
Token.
over. I'm so done. I've been here for 6 fucking hours.
Let's see. You've been taking names for 6 hours?
I've been working in a VR chat.
Stop rushing the bouncer.
I'm rushing the bouncer.
You're not funny, bro.
I have 2 daughters that are avatar creators.
So these aren't real people?
They're real people, but they are online daughters.
How did they become your daughters?
I adopted them.
Can you adopt me?
No,
Can you
no,
adopt
no,
me?
One of them is actually older than me. She's already married IRL, and the second one is.
Oh, the
trans,
autism in that guy's
and
voice.
She's basically around my age. I'm married both IRL and in here.
Do you live
What
with her?
the
Yes,
hell?
I do. She's asleep right now on my bed.
You're not waking her up by talking?
And I'll wake her up. She's a hard sleeper.
Is this woman alive?
Is this woman alive?
I don't know.
Stop talking to me.
Stop talking
It's
to me.
6 a.m. here.
Why are you on VR chat at 6 a.m.?
Gaming all night. My alarm goes at 9, so I'm gonna pull off all-nighter because I'm not gonna go sleep for 3 hours.
If you're actually proximity chat, holy
Oh my-
shit.
Would you like to do an interview?
Would you guys do an interview?
So, do you come here often?
We're doing an interview. Can you please go away?
So, do you come here often?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a furry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low energy.
If you're gonna give it 120%, then we can't interview you. Do you understand me?
Sorry.
You have to give 120%.
Autism.
Beginning, okay? Okay, guys.
Bad
welcome
news
back
day.
To Dogs 5 News. We're here.
Dogs
interviewing
5
people
News.
And the furry hideout, I believe. And Mike is with us here today. Mike.
Hey.
Please go away. Just go away. We're trying to do an interview. Thank you. Sorry, Mike. Go on.
What type of camera is that?
Okay, have you always been this insufferable?
Huh?
Do you like wasting people's time?
You guys aren't asking me any good questions.
You weren't giving us 120% like I asked you to. Excuse me, we're trying to conduct an interview.
Gets interrupted.
Please go away. Now.
These guys, I don't know if it's a bit or what they're doing. I think they kind of are insufferable.
The news anchor's not coming over here.
At first.
Sorry, but he's having a bit of difficulties. See, in his personal life, he keeps getting Facebook messages from his. I'm not gonna. Never mind.
Oh, wow.
It was my ex-wife. I'm sorry.
My ex-wife was
Excuse me,
messaging me on
we're trying to do an
Facebook.
interview. Can you please go leave us be?
Leave us
Go
be.
away.
Going and
There's
screaming.
an endless amount of trolls in this lobby. Where's the moderation staff?
I'm just trying to do my interview. Come on.
I know, but I'm sorry, but because.
But it's hers.
I don't know.
I don't know.
These people are just freaks.
They're freaks.
Freakish
Unkind,
incels.
freakish incels.
It's hard to find people to interview in this game.
It's hard to find good interviewers.
How long have you been in the furry fandom for?
Well, I prefer if he has the microphone. He's got like the suit on and.
He's got the suit on.
So, how long have you been in the furry fandom?
Actually, can we have the cameraman ask? I kinda like it better.
Got him.
Seriously.
Excuse me, can you please put your camera away? We're trying to do an interview. How long have you been in the fuzzy fandom?
The fuzzy
A
fandom.
couple of years.
Couple years.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Can you guys just leave
Gets
us be?
interrupted.
We're trying to do an interview and I know you're trying to be funny. I know you think you're really clever, but me and Mike and Steve.
Me and Mike and
we're
Steve?
the only ones with people names. We're just trying to.
We're
hang
just
out
trying
and
to
have
be
an interview
peoples.
Here. We're trying to do something here, and the fact of the matter is, you're not involved.
Why
So
does the?
go
What do they
leave
both
us
look like?
alone.
Scuffed versions of
Probably
Robert De
running out of
Niro.
storage on the camera. You've been recording for a while. Haven't gotten much.
At least the interviewer
Keep
does.
cutting the recording, deleting the recording, we can restart it. So
Okay.
it starts from
Is
the
this like
beginning.
content warning?
Is this like
Yeah,
content
what
warning?
purpose-
Go away!
Go away!
Fuck. Sorry for swearing.
What type of camera is that?
I don't know. It's part of the avatar. Just
It's part of the
answer a question.
How do you not know what type of camera that is? You're the cameraman.
You're the
If you're gonna
cameraman.
keep ma- if
Oh.
you're gonna- This is
Got
my
him.
friend.
You okay? All right, ask the questions.
What's your favorite color?
Sorry, a little sick.
He's not gonna answer a single question.
They're still
This
here.
interview is
No,
over.
they're.
Sit down.
I'm ready to ask you the question.
Are you serious? You still want to interview this guy? Are you serious?
Okay,
Are you
Mike.
serious?
So, are you ready to answer some questions finally?
Maybe.
What do you do for a job?
I play VR chat.
Playing VR chat for?
It's about to get loud, nigga. I'm not.
Get interrupted by a skeleton.
Dude, are you okay?
No, stop.
I
This
think the
little
interview's
pipe
over.
noise.
You guys are all getting banned from VR chat. You guys
Banned.
are getting banned from VR chat.
You're
You're
getting
okay,
banned.
man. You ruined my Twitch stream. I know it's
You broke my-
frustrating, you ruined my Twitch stream.
I am going to report them to Linden Labs.
Linden Labs.
Dude, you're just, you better watch what you say. You better watch your next actions and what you say very carefully, because I'm in a very uptight mood, and if you want to get removed from the lobby, I am more than glad to do so.
I didn't
Okay,
say
gay
anything.
furry.
I just looked at you for a second.
I know, that's what I'm saying. If you're going to say something, you better watch your words carefully.
You're really colorful.
I try to be vibrant like usual.
Doesn't match your personality.
I got him. It doesn't match your personality.
5+ years in different worlds. And
5+
stuff
years
like that.
and
Who's
stuff
gonna
like
be
that.
my client?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'll be your client.
Very well. Have a seat. And let me do all the talking. Don't say a word. Your Honor, may I stand up to state the case?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh
Man
god,
here
anime.
is accusing Mike of murder on the 1st degree.
I remember doing it. I, used to
I
do
don't
it.
remember doing it.
We have no video, audio.
I did it.
I did it. I did
Guilty.
it.
Mike
Guilty.
is saying that he did it, so he's guilty.
You're a shit lawyer.
You're a shit
You
lawyer.
literally admitted to the crime. I was trying to defend you up there.
Next.
Next.
You're leaving?
I hope you rot in prison.
I hope you rot in prison.
Unfortunately, she was in an accident and a piece of glass went to her throat, and they had to remove her voice box and the piece of glass to make sure she didn't die.
You can't speak because you got your vocal box removed? Holy shit.
What the fuck? Keemstar?
He trying to diddy me.
You trying to diddy
It goes
me?
from visitor to new user to known to trusted, right?
Yeah, the higher up you get,
Yeah,
the bigger loser you become.
Got him.
No, I
Got
don't friend
him.
people anymore.
Why?
Got
I have too
him.
many friends to keep up with.
I know somebody that knows how to use the
Oh, hi,
black
Husker.
market. I could
What
put
the
somebody
hell?
on the black market in 5 minutes.
Can I have your age and date
Why is
of
he
birth,
wearing a
please?
hoodie?
60 years old, 1964,
What the
January 5th.
I think that'd be like 80, wouldn't it? I swear
Fucking
on God.
has
am I
been
tripping?
showing up in this
That'd
shit.
be 80, wouldn't it?
Nope.
No, because it's 2024, right? They were born in 1964,
Can you guys not
right?
figure out 2024 minus 1964?
Give me a sec.
4 years?
64 years,
Close.
no
Still
dumb
wrong.
shit.
God, this is why I
Mine is-
never graduated.
Yeah, alright. So
Yeah,
motherfuckers
for
claim
real.
that's 60.
60, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Is that Demon Ganon?
Sid, why are you getting so close to me?
He had a deep
What?
voice.
You got a deep voice, dog.
You sound like the Rick friend.
Who the hell's Rick?
You don't know the Rick friend?
No.
It's a beautiful city.
Is that Lucifer? Is there
Be
any
a
more
lot
has-been? There's
beautiful
more
if I had
has-been.
Somebody to share it with.
Are we in hell?
Get away from me.
Get away from me.
I'm lactose. I'm gonna shit myself.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. I haven't
I'm
uploaded
lactose,
in
I'm
almost
gonna
a
shoot
month
myself.
now. You know, I just haven't really been able to get anything good on this game.
Alright.
You know,
Thank
this-
you for
this-
that, Ramen. Strog's, listen. Oh, this is 25 minutes, Strog. I'm speeding this shit up.
They're not real.
1.5 speed. We did this. The channel is Toasted Shoes. You want to do this on your own time. Courage.
Alright, fellas, listen up closely. We're gonna go to an abandoned wing of Hogwarts that's got a lot of
what?
sickly wizards in it. We're gonna have to watch out for the Gog and Ninnies.
Is that scary?
They're roaming the holes over there, and we gotta get rid of them.
What the hell's a Gog and Ninny?
Yeah, it's an Ninny. It's running around the holes. We gotta be careful.
You didn't answer my question. What's a Gog and Ninny?
You'll find out soon enough, Harry.
Harry.
He just runs away.
Dobby.
What? Everyone grab their flashlights. Gotta grab my flashlight, shaped like Jimmy's mom's head.
Jenny's
What is
mom
that?
said.
What? Shh, Hagrid, Master has given Dobby a flashlight. Wait, Hagrid, don't you know how to deal with beasts?
Lumos. That'll light the way for us. I already went to Azkaban prison once, and if I have to use the killing curse again, I will. Don't you worry. Hello?
Hagrid, what are you doing?
It's one of them ninnies. Don't you worry.
He's running.
Oh no. I'm scared, dude. Oh, don't be scared. What is that? Where the fuck is he coming from?
Ron Carl.
Oh my god.
Avada Kedavra.
Don't be scared out of his mind.
Avada Kedavra. What are you gonna do now?
Oh, Hagrid's dead.
Master has fallen.
Master has fallen.
Well, that didn't work.
Got him.
God, it does hear you instantly. We must be quiet. Talk about having upstairs neighbors, right? Having upstairs neighbors be like, you know what I mean? Yeah. No, Carl, no, I don't. Shh. Jimmy's mom, if you can hear me, come help me. Jimmy's mom.
Jimmy's mom. Miss Neutron.
Dobby has lost Carl. Where's Carl going? I don't know. I got a crowbar. Where's Dobby? Dobby is pissing himself. There he is. Hey, flathead.
Okay.
For you, I found a crowbar. Have you found anything? Dobby is useless. Dobby is
useless.
Has Dobby tried to fucking look? Dobby is using his eyes. Has Dobby tried playing the fucking game?
Master Carl, I found something.
Where are you? Where the fuck did you go?
Dobby has found Carl. Ozempic. You fat
You do.
You Ozempic.
Gosh, no, there's a taco net Dobby behind you. Do you not see that? Holy, it's one for himself. Oh my God.
What are you talking about, Carl?
There was a
didn't see it.
redneck Dobby walking right behind you, man. I peed all over my shorts.
My shorts.
You peed all over my shorts?
Dobby has peed in Master's shorts.
God damn it, this will never be dry again. Don't run
What the hell?
I'll hear you.
Dobby's married.
Me too, Dobby. Me too.
Jimmy's mad! Jimmy's mad! Please help me! No, he's right behind me,
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
That was bad.
Wow.
Carl.
Yeah.
Carl, why did you keep yelling while you ran away? It can hear you.
Because I was scared.
Go
I wanted
scared.
Jimmy's mom to help me.
Bro, the spectating camera of Carl running with that thing on his ass. So funny, bro. Would anyone like to serenade us with a new song? Hagrid, give us a song, eh?
No, I'm on the spot here. I don't know if I can.
I'm the spot here.
Wizard in the hut outside the Hogwarts. He's lonely and he's begging for company. And you'll find that the lowly house elf can give him just that.
Oh, Hagrid.
And the lowly house elf ain't Dobby. And the house.
That's so beautiful, Hagrid. Thank you, Master.
I don't like this fucking ship. What is this?
Oh, Dobby's singing. Hold on.
This one is for Hagrid.
Oh, Dobby, you ninny.
Dobby had nowhere else to go. But now I have Hagrid.
Dobby.
Oh my God.
I love you.
You bring a tear to me eye, Dobby. Oh, there you go, Dobby. That's just the spot right there.
You gotta move that head.
Oh my god.
I don't think I can show any of this. This is we're like 5 minutes in, and you're having sexual relations with a house elf. Like, what the fuck is going on?
What the hell?
Well,
Carl,
when
stop.
first didn't work last time, I said I could use a flippendo.
Stop.
Nintendo.
Flipping round on his head.
Dobby has a massive erection.
What?
All of you.
Take care of
A
that.
massive 1 millimeter.
All of you, shut up!
What?
Dobby does not wish to shut up. Oh, Jesus Christ, look at that ass.
Dobby, I'm gonna break your flat kneecaps if you don't shut up.
You'll do no
Your
such
fucking
thing.
Dobby
kneecaps.
will fucking kill you. It is coming. Shh. I am coming.
Dobby, shut the fuck up.
Not without me, you're not.
Dobby, you shut
No,
up.
without me,
Leave
you're
me
not.
dead. Yeah, house elf.
Dobby's scared.
Shut up!
He's right down that way. I see him down there. Let's close it.
I'm gonna close the
As I
door.
press the emergency button for helicopter. I don't know what that means.
Dobby saw that. Thank you.
Transportation out of here.
Dobby, don't open
Can you open the door?
No, keep that door closed.
Dobby was just curious.
Dobby, we'll all fucking die if you open that door.
I found a key.
Dobby is checking the ring camera.
Hagrid needs a hit of this here wizard weed.
Wizard
Oh,
weed.
yeah, there we go. Oh. Guys, not bring a joint with you.
It's one of those things.
Sorry. I get scared so easy.
It was Hagrid, but we were all bringing our own joints to smoke.
Oh,
Oh no.
shut up! Shut up!
There it is.
Dobby is scared. Dobby is scared. Dobby is very sorry.
Shh! Dobby,
Shut
we
up,
need to get you back
Dobby.
here. Be quiet though. Same with you, Hagrid.
Are you robbing Dobby? Stop stealing my thing.
Shh! Quiet.
Yes. Dobby will be quiet. Can we still save the other?
He's alive.
Abby.
Guys, come this way.
Ew, I hope that's not Jimmy's mom.
Carl.
Carl, is that you?
Carl.
Where is it coming from?
Is that you, Carl?
Carl.
Hello? I can hear you guys. You guys are dead as gold. Why do I hear you?
Where is he? He's in the walls. He's in the walls.
That's
He tried to
funny.
go to platform 9 3/4. He's in the walls.
There's a tricky one, Carl.
Dobby has a bad feeling.
Shh. Shh.
So dead.
This is a dead end down here.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Wait a second here. It's a dead end, I tried to tell you.
It's on the other side of the wall.
Jimmy's mom. Jimmy's mom. Why do I get out of here, dude? I gotta take a shit. Hey, monster, I'm taking a shit.
There's Carl.
Yes, he's very close.
Oh, he could be up above us.
No, couldn't be up above us.
Yeah, that's how hospitals aren't one story, Hagrid.
We're on the easternmost wing of Hogwarts. There's nothing above us, except maybe the wizard graveyard.
You're gonna end up in the wizard graveyard if you don't shut up.
You're not even a wizard. I don't know how you would even know that.
Am I gonna die?
He found the helicopter.
This is a key, you asshole. Oh my god, I need to start this thing. Jesus Christ, I could use this helicopter. Yeah, no, how do I get in here? What the dude? What the I wanna go! I got
wanna
the key
go.
and everything, what the hell?
Dobby is not scared.
Got him.
be done.
Hagrid, don't move. Hagrid, he'll come after you. Actually, I'd say make a run for it.
Run!
Hagrid, I reckon you may run for it. Not to a dead end, you f***head.
Be very quiet.
Did I just kill myself? I don't know what the fuck to do here.
Carl has a helicopter on the roof. If you can get to him, go up the stairs.
Oh, I'm killing myself. This sucks.
Oh, no. Go, Hagrid. Go, Hagrid.
I can't fucking do this on my own. Monster, come eat me, you stupid asshole. I hear voices say, what the f?
Hello.
Hagrid.
Howdy. We need to get the hell out of here. Everyone else is dead.
How did you come back to life?
Somebody revived me.
Do you have fuel?
Nope. Did we?
There's a helicopter. There's a helicopter on the roof. I need fuel, and then we can get the fuck out of here. I don't have fuel though. I don't even know where to get it. I was coming down here to kill myself, but
where is he?
No shit.
Where is he?
You're gonna die now.
What?
Dead.
Take me med box and go with our friends on the first floor.
I'm gonna revive you. I got a med pack too. There we go. I unzipped your pants. I'm gonna.
That's okay, Carl. I don't really mind that. Maybe after all this, you could get to Jimmy's mum.
What the hell?
Yes, Master, I'm in here.
I'm over here.
Don't worry about him. He'll be okay.
What about me?
You're fine.
No. What about
You're
me?
actually okay. You're actually quite fine.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Why are you leaving me?
We gotta find fuel and get to the helicopter on the roof.
Dobby just wanted to say, it sucks to be you.
That's it. I'm coming for you when I get up, Dobby. You're f***ed.
Yes.
Get off my head, you big ball looking ass.
I
You were
like how
getting
that looked.
teabag.
Ooh, your is illuminating a strange light.
Stop looking there.
Dobby is most curious about the bulge.
I found a med pack.
Very well.
Thank you, Carl. At least someone cares.
So we need to find fuel. We need to find fuel to get to the helicopter on the roof, and then fuel it up, and then we can get the f out of here.
Okay.
So look for a fuel can.
Dobby does not
Right back,
take off in the helicopter.
Why are you talking so loud?
I'm sorry.
You hear that?
Can Dobby pull the fire alarm?
Dobby. No.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Maybe actually, yeah, maybe pull it.
It's not a fire. It's not a fire alarm. We already called the helicopter. It's the helicopter button. We already pressed it.
Shut up.
Dead. Sorry, I said
Really, Hagrid's alive.
I'll be right back. This time for real.
Oh my god.
Am I expected to save them? There's no chance I'm gonna find enough gillyweed for all of you. Perhaps I'm gonna need a mandrake. There is the whole lot of you. I keep forgetting the lot of you is a bunch of muggles.
Homer. Homer.
Hagrid.
Noises, the lot of you.
Homer.
Hagrid, you're in the roof.
Stop making noises, the lot of you.
Hey, Hagrid, did you find the fuel?
The bloody hell up!
Hagrid, did you find the fuel or not? Hagrid.
Not yet, you fucking annoy me.
Hagrid, have you found the fuel for the helicopter? Hagrid, we can't hear you. Did you find it? Can you say it a bit louder?
I was coming to heal one of yous and you had to let me die. Just had to keep on asking.
Hey, Hagrid, did you find the fuel?
Shut your quack sniffer.
And I'll Steve-O run, dude.
Alright, welcome back to Steve-O's Wild Ride Expansion. We're mimicking Jackass and we're going into an abandoned fucking hospital, dude. And whoever gets cut the most before they leave, he wins. And you got a guest spot on the next episode of Jackass Returns. I'm gonna smoke Steve-O's pubes out of this fucking guitar, dude. Come on. Come on, Steve-O. I'm about to smoke your fucking pubes, dude. Don't try this at home, dude. This is gnarly. I'm Steve-O, and this is, dartboard, third nipple. Go, Steve-O. Oh.
Look, Chad, Steve-O.
Look at my chest, dude. Did it make me fucking bleed? Give me a third nipple, dude. Right on, dude. Okay, Steve-O, I'm gonna give you a third dick hole, dude.
Yeah, do it. Oh! No, it's gnarly, dude.
Hold on, stay right there, dude. Stay right there. Don't move. All right, here we go. Right between the f***ing eyes.
Right between my
dude.
Dude,
you guys see that?
Guys, don't forget to check out Steve-O's hot sauce for your butthole. And then check out Steve-O's flushable wipes. I don't say they're flushable anymore.
Oh,
Joe
no.
Rogan snapped at me, dude.
Wow. Joe Rogan snapped at him, dude.
Put this flashlight in my ass.
No.
Yeah. I'm like so fucking scared right now, dude. We gotta find Bam and help him out of retirement, dude. He just got clean. Come on.
Dude, I don't think he's clean. I think he was just
he's
busted
clean,
for
dude.
drinking.
That's different, man. Come on.
I'm Cali sober, dude. I'm Cali sober.
Yeah, Cali sober. That's fucking fine, dude. As long as
Way
he's
to
not
go,
fucking kicking his children.
I can't give up weed, dude. I'm not a fucking, like, pussy. Yeah, dude. Remember
He looks so gnarly, dude. I can't.
He's fucking gnarly, dude. Steve-O.
Crazy running around.
We're all
dude.
Steve-O.
And he's here. It's got wings on his back.
I can feel the building moving.
Johnny, is Johnny here? What are you laughing at?
Remember we locked him in the skelter, dude?
What are you laughing at?
Are you doing, dude?
I just have reality set in that we've modded 4 Steve-O's into a goddamn.
Are you okay, dude? Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Look at this.
Dude, is there even a f***ing monster in this one?
I don't know. Hello, dude. Hello, dude. Monster dude. Hello. Monster dude. Where are you? Monster dude. Where
Oh my god.
Come here, my ass, dude. Guys, I found drugs. I found a whole lot of
Drugs, dude.
Whoa, that's like fentanyl.
If the drugs are here, dude, where's...
You can't say that. You can't.
I'm like, where are you, dude? He just left it here. That's crazy.
Right back. Sorry,
What?
Chad.
What's coming?
It's like a fucking heartbeat, dude. I don't see shit, dude. What's that, dude? What the fuck is that? Oh, dudes. Oh, Steven, no. Gotta go.
Yo, they totally died, dude. Oh, dude.
We truly were jackasses.
I got lotion on my I'm just stroking my
Did you just say that at the same time?
Yeah, I got lotion on my dick. I'm just stroking my or my name isn't my
Wait, is he playing? I can't even see him playing the song because he's on the floor.
I got lotion on my dick, and I'm stroking my God damn! Hardcore! Hardcore!
Hardcore!
Sing it again, courage! Muriel, she's the bestest friend that a dog can have, and she... You guys are on the floor. Oh, God. No. Get me out of the floor! Oh, my God, Courage, you're also on the floor. Me too.
You stupid dog.
Oh, you gave me PTSD. Don't do that.
All right.
Muriel?
Courageous, get your flashlights.
All right, Courageous.
Courageous, show a bit of courage, all right?
All right, Courageous, let's get the fuck out of this hospital. Does it look like all of you are taller than everybody else?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, weird. Is there actually a monster in this one?
Yes.
I think monsters don't exist.
Yeah, they're not real.
Are you sure? Oh, Muriel, I found $8. I'm so rich. Things I do for $20.
Courage, where you going?
I'm going upstairs and looking. This is too much.
We can't leave the other Courages.
Sure we can. What are you talking about? They're upstairs. Oh, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here.
I think it's downstairs with them.
Oh no, he's right there. No!
I'm totally short.
I'm the worst Courage.
Holy short? Is that he just said? What?
Oh, not for long.
Oh, it's right there.
It's right there. The monster is right there. Oh my God. Dead. Got them all.
Did we win?
No, we all died.
Is this hell?
Is this hell?
Are we in hell? We're in real hell. All right, Courageous, let's escape from this hospital this time. Should we lower the difficulty? This is too hard and scary.
No, we can do it. No, you can do it, Courage. You can do it. Stop screaming. Stop. All right, I know it's hard for you, but you Courageous need to be quiet. And yes, I can see you in that player pot.
I know you can't.
Yes, I can.
Muriel, I missed that fat ass. Whoa.
Whoa, that's kind of out of pocket.
She let me suck on her titties. Oh, she got it.
Wow.
Eustace doesn't give her enough attention.
You stupid dog. What was that?
Nothing. I'm Marty Crabsty. What? Marty Crabsty?
What?
The voice actor's name. Marty. Scott Marty.
Voice actor's name.
Did we lose a Courage?
God, is he upstairs? Oh, I'm going away. You guys. Oh. He's dead. One of the Courages died. Shh. God. No.
I can't revive you. You're stuck in the floor.
Oh shit. Really?
Yeah.
I'm dead.
He's
forever.
dead.
You're in purgatory.
Oh.
Let me try the other Courage. His ears are sticking out the ground. This might work.
Oh, hello.
No, I can't revive you either.
What the hell?
You're stuck in the floor.
No. You can get my ear. My ear is sticking out.
It's not working.
No.
I'm sorry. I can't get you out.
You traitor.
I didn't do nothing. Where's the other Courage?
We're still alive?
Yeah, we can't revive the others. They're stuck in the floor.
Oh, I'm a little scared.
All right, now you try.
Bring me back to life, Courage. Wake me up inside. Save me.
Get it back.
Oh, where's the other one?
He's down in the basement.
Oh, great. I've been come to known as the other one. There he is.
His ears are sticking out. Maybe you can get his ears.
My eyebrows are kind of out.
Why did you have to die on the floor?
It's not my fucking fault. Dead. Oh, let's go get him.
What? Did you finally grow a pair? What's going on?
Oh, I'm right here. Come get me. Oh,
Dead.
God damn it!
Oh my God. Did you really get jump scared?
That scared the absolute shit out of me. Jimmy's mom. Jimmy's
Singing.
mom. Jimmy's mom. Jimmy's mom. Thank you. There's Jimmy's mom. Dedicate that song to Jimmy's mom.
You know what my favorite part was, Carl?
What?
It was when you said Jimmy's mum. That was great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I subscribe to her OnlyFans. She shows
Wow,
a
Carl.
lot on her OnlyFans.
Way more than feed on there, I'll tell you that much.
You've piqued Dobby's interest.
She does a lot of them, special requests, if you know what I mean, Dobby.
Yeah, she'll play with a sock for you, mate.
I would love that.
Her son's got the head the size of a bowling ball. She's a laughing stock of the town. She's got to make her living somehow.
What the fuck are you?
All right, time for the spookies. Less spooky for the night. Now we're moving on to You know, the usual food thing. And then it's gonna move fast after this, chat, I promise. Here we go. Good morning. I have a query, or rather a complaint. Oh. Good morning, of course. Please tell us about your case. Here we go. I brought this computer 3 weeks ago in the store in Seattle, and a couple days ago a strange man started appearing, saying something I don't singing something I don't understand. I don't quite understand. Can you explain another way? It's as simple as this. Every time I hover a cursor over a smiley face symbol, a strange, elongated man appears. I'll transfer this call to a specialist. Please hold on a moment. I thought put Zach Bagans back on screen. There he is.
Said Hamete Bengali must be, by far, one of the most mysterious and peculiar entities in universal literature to have appeared in any book. Benengeli is the name of an Arab writer who is frequently referenced in Cervantes' famous work, Don Quixote. According to the novel itself, it was precisely Benengeli who created the story of Don Quixote, and Cervantes was the one who compiled a series of texts that an anonymous author translated from the original. It may sound convoluted, but the novel presents it in that manner. Moreover, Benengeli commented on future events of his own story and to critics both within the novel and in the real world. But is this merely a literary trick by the genius of Cervantes? It very well could be. However, Said Hamete Benengeli seems to be something much more complex and transcendent than the work Don Quixote. Although at first one might believe that the name of this ethereal character is some kind of jocular play on words, comically alluding in Spanish to a Mr. Eggplant. It is interesting to delve into the history of what we now know as Saudi Arabia, where precisely there existed and still exists the legend of a Mr. Eggplant, who transcended from a name signed on very important documents to a powerful computer virus that attacked the Middle East in 2001. This story takes us back to 1445, almost 150 years before the publication of Don Quixote. It is said that in various official texts, including government documents, war declarations, and religious reflections, the signature of a name appeared that could be translated into English as the Lord of the Eggplants or simply Eggplant. Initially, this signature was assumed to be some kind of sexual joke among men of the Arab aristocracy, which led to years passing until a statement by Al-Mansur al-Qasim in 1597 initiated an unsuccessful hunt with the founding of the Zaidi state of Yemen, one of the predecessors of modern Saudi Arabia. The imam in charge of the nation considered that such disrespect and sacred documents needed to be exemplary, punished. Thus began a true internal war to bring to justice anyone attempting to tarnish the national honor and the sacred name of Allah. In this way, countless deaths and imprisonments of innocents occurred, who were wrongly accused after the signatures of Mr. Eggplant continued to mysteriously appear. Some 18th century Ottoman chroniclers mentioned in their writings that just as Cervantes had attributed the stories and ethical transgressions of Don Quixote to Said Hamete Benengeli, more texts than ever appeared in Arabia under that pseudonym at the same time. Furthermore, some Ottoman literary experts analyzed Cervantes' work and found clear evidence in the early original versions of the novel of an external influence, to the point that the Spanish writer was widely accused in much of the Near and Middle East of having paid, as was suspected of Shakespeare, a secret Arab brotherhood for the success of Don Quixote. As the years passed, during the European Romanticism, some scholars of Hispanic literature found certain codes and logical patterns in the order of some words in the novel, as well as in the arrangement of the paragraphs. Charles Orion, a little-known Irish writer born in 1799, claimed to have found in Cervantes' Don Quixote a profane sentence between chapters 12 and 19 of the first part referring to an ancient deity named Benengel. Orion detailed this in an essay titled On the Demonological and Supernatural Aspects in the Thought of Miguel de Cervantes. In this essay, the Irish writer directly quotes the following sentence from Spanish in a more modern version of the same language. At the service of Benengel, in worship and gratification. May your word be with men. May those who seek you plant the seed of your wisdom, but may the world be with you through my writings. Thus, the theory posits that somehow the famous Spanish writer might have written Don Quixote as a way to glorify that mysterious god. The possibility is not ruled out that similar messages might have been present in his other works, and may also exist in the books of authors contemporary to Cervantes. Analyzing these precedents, one might think that Ben-Nengal is a kind of trickster god, and behind this mode of action lies a truly dangerous deity. The events that occurred afterward reflect a somewhat unfriendly characteristic of this entity, which, for now, seem to appear only in the form of a signature in documents. In 1920, in the locality of Al-Hufra, a bit north of the city of Medina in present-day Saudi Arabia, some architects discovered strange passageways in an area intended for housing construction. After removing the soil, they realized that there was an enormous cavern, possibly thousands of years old. Although there is no way to access the original study data today, that place did not correspond to a natural geological formation, but rather to an artificial mechanical intervention. Inside, a series of tunnels with complex shapes extended for not very long distances. The striking feature was the constant honeycomb-shaped openings that seemed to be practically everywhere. Beyond the surprise caused by this discovery, there appeared to be nothing of interest inside other than the cave complex itself. There were no animals, skeletons, bones, or traces of objects made by humans. Thus, the site was left to national determination for the planning of any archaeological expedition. However, there were never any official records of such a proposal, and it is suspected that the government showed no interest. Therefore, it is likely that the place was reburied over time, and with Islamic laws, its investigation was prohibited. Something that is curious, however, is that after this discovery in the 1920s, several museums around the world reported alterations to various historical Arabic manuscripts during that decade. These documents appeared to have been vandalized with drawings of a face bearing an unsettling expression. Similarly, religious texts and local copies of the Quran in the Middle East found this same face among their pages, reminiscent of those accompanying the signature of Ben-Nengal in the 15th century texts. This caused a huge uproar at the time, with believers claiming they were being haunted by a malevolent entity opposed to religious beliefs and doctrines. However, as often happens in history, events lacking a logical explanation tend to be classified as a type of collective hysteria, despite the records of this face's interventions still existing to this day. Finally, the most dangerous event linked to this strange entity occurred in 2021, when an unexpected virus attacked thousands of government computers in countries like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, and Iran. This virus appeared suddenly on computers, with no one able to determine when it infected the digital system. One of the most striking aspects was that it appeared as a simple file on the desktop that opened to reveal the figure of a long-faced individual in dark clothing. This figure would appear both when hovering the cursor over the file and when opening it directly. Those who witnessed this computer virus reported various responses from this figure. Some included an audio file that played, with a voice speaking in such ancient Arabic that it was nearly impossible to decipher what it was saying.
Damn you, Mr.
Others
Eggplant.
claimed to hear a melody playing through the computer speakers, while the figure on the screen moved its mouth.
Fonzie Buddy 3.0.
While this might seem like a joke, government workers and state employees who witnessed this virus noticed that over time, their files began to corrupt. Even after formatting the devices, they couldn't erase the virus. Moreover, even when completely disconnecting from the internet, the voice and melodies continued to play despite there being no files or encryption on the computer capable of producing such actions. The possibility of remote access to the computer was also ruled out for the same reason. The file remained a complete mystery, necessitating the replacement of computers at least 3 times and conducting an extensive review of this attack. The virus even appeared on devices that had no factory access to global networks. The striking thing about this case is that the file on the desktop was named Saide Hamato Exe.
Of course.
As the weeks passed, and after the unsuccessful intervention of technicians and specialists, the virus suddenly disappeared and was not seen again. However, this attack set a precedent in the cybersecurity of those countries, and various theories regarding the link between Don Quixote and the virus began to circulate among the early Asian internet forums. These theories did not gain much traction due to the lack of evidence and the novelty of the case, as it did not align with any local folklore or supernatural tales.
The demon showed up. Alright, there we go. Get Zach Baggins off screen. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Time to watch Idiot. The journalist in quotations here being stupid. Yep. She invited him, by the way.
You know, I find it interesting because you do talk about reining in prosecutors, especially when it comes to prosecutors that are prosecuting you. Why doesn't that skepticism apply to law enforcement?
Well, I've been prosecuted because I'm a political opponent of two people that have weaponized our justice system.
Yes, they have.
I've been prosecuted. I just won the big case in Florida. Everyone said that was the biggest case. That was the most difficult case. And I just won it. Now, Biden has a similar case, except much worse. I was protected under the Presidential Records Act. Biden wasn't, because he wasn't president at the time.
Yep.
And he had 50 years worth of documents, and they ruled that he was incompetent, and therefore he shouldn't stand trial. And I said, isn't that something? He's incompetent, and he can't stand trial, and yet he can be president. Isn't that nice?
Got him.
But they released him on the basis that he was incompetent. They said he had no memory, and he was a nice old guy, but he had no memory, and therefore we're not going to prosecute him. I won the case, and it got very little publicity. I didn't notice ABC doing any publicity on it, George.
We cover you extensively, sir. I'd love to move over onto different topics.
I didn't notice you do any publicity on it at all. I won the case, the biggest case. This is an attack on a political opponent.
He's right.
I have another one where
Sir,
I have
if you
a
don't mind,
hostile
I'd love
judge.
To we have you for a limited time, sir. I'd love to move on to different topics.
Excuse you. You're the one that held me up at 35 minutes, just so you know.
Got him.
Boom. Roasted.
For real. Time to watch Cobra eat food. Don't worry, I'm speeding him up. Gotta speed that up here. He's eating a pizza. No Jessica, no problems, what he called this. This is from, obviously, Boglum Chronicles, 1.5 speed for Cobes. Here we go. Let's take a watch.
And weekend, let's get a drink combo going. We got some Pinnacle whipped cream vodka.
Combo going and eating pizza. 2 for $1 for you, chat. You get booze and
some
the food.
Fanta orange soda, now better tasting, as they say. Just leave us a creamsicle-like effect. We're about to find out. Yeah, that is straight bussin', son. That tastes like a creamsicle.
Son, shut up. He's drunk.
It's Friday, and the trolls can kiss my Asperger's.
Cause I got Pizza Hut.
Oh, it smells good. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I let this pizza cool off hellahard.com. Just so like a little bit of moist warmth at the bottom of the box. Because
Moist
all the toppings, I let it cool
That
off.
sounds disgusting.
Now, what did I get from Pizza Hut? They have the Tavern Ultimate Pizza with everything on it, of course. Sweet marinara sauce, extra cheese, caramelized onions, fire roasted peppers, grape tomatoes, Italian sausage, pepperoni, applewood smoked bacon, basil, pesto drizzle, beef, garlic, grilled chicken, seasoned pork, and slow roasted ham. And because it's got extra cheese on it, when you get a pizza with like a lot of toppings, you know, trying to pick up a slice and the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of a buzzkill. It's kind of a buzzkill, YouTube, when you pick up your pizza and all the topping just slides off the slices, you know what I'm saying? It's like, eh. So here's a trick to that. Let your pizza cool off before you dig into it. I got this pizza, it was piping hot. And
wow, really, Trimester Bob, that's
it
something.
Cools off. Like the bottom of it's still like lukewarm, so this is definitely ready to eat. Oh my god.
I'm MacDad.
Take a look at this gorgeous looking tavern pizza. New from Pizza Hut. So we're gonna grab a shot of adult
He says
juice.
that's gorgeous. It does not look that good to
grab a
me,
slice
personally.
of this pizza.
Motorcycle's going by. Probably going to
Pizza Hut
Sturgis.
just go cut it into squares.
Wyoming, I imagine.
Pizza.
They could go there.
And it's also Friday,
far,
so cheers to the
obviously.
weekend. We got
Wyoming's
some
really
Pinnacle
close to
Whipped
South Dakota.
whipped cream
I
flavored
mean, close to
vodka.
Montana,
This is
too.
for 21 and up.
No.
And underage drinking ain't cool, so wait till you're old enough to consume adult beverages.
Your ass probably
It's
did
worth the wait.
underage
Don't
drink,
be in
you
a
son
rush
of a
to grow
bitch.
up. Enjoy it while it lasts. Cheers. Coming like these little square slices. You know these toppings coming off. I'm gonna have you a slice. It's cooled off enough where I'm not burning the shit out of my mouth. And I can
Which you
pick up
did.
a piece and toppings aren't just bleh, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is, YouTube. It's the weekend. And I'm rocking those weekend vibes. There's some of that delicious pizza.
It does not look that good.
This little medium
Again.
pizza that I ordered from DoorDash. It's a
What did it
pricey
cost,
little bag,
asshole?
but oh, is it good?
Oh, he did! It's $50 pizza! Holy shit, a $50 small pizza? Oh my god, dude, you should just walked there.
My only complaint about Pizza Hut is that they're too damn
You
expensive.
can't ride somewhere, you can't have
But-
anyone take you there. God.
That's one tasty looking medium pizza, YouTube.
My god, it's a medium and it costs
So this tavern
50
pizza,
bucks? Oh my
ultimate tavern
God.
pizza, custom made. Extra
Custom
ingredients,
made
extra
just for
dankness.
me? Oh,
Oh, it's getting the
God.
approval of the King Cobra himself. If I hold up the box, you can see the grease from where I picked that
Yeah,
slice.
we can see it,
right
alright.
right there.
Looks like cheap ass pizza, and it
Right
probably
there in the
is.
center
Well, I
there.
mean, it is, but
Just
you're
cover those
upcharging this idiot for it of like near $60 fucking dollars. $54
there's so much
You
meat
might
and
as
one
well have
cheese
been
and it's all just
60
dripping onto
bucks.
the pizza.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
This is good pizza, Pizza Hut. I mean, shit, I paid an assload of cash for it, but it was worth every penny.
No, it's
And
not.
bring it to my
No,
fans
it's
to
not.
check out, of course.
Pizza should be cheap. It should not be fucking
Mm.
super expensive.
Oh, a piece of chicken came flying off. Get over here.
God. Yeah, the way he just fucking ate that, he just like shoved it, crammed into
And I'm
his
gonna let
fucking
it cool
maw.
off because
Oh,
sometimes when
God.
pizza gets too hot, and it's fresh out of the oven, you gotta let it cool off because you go to pick it up, your toppings slide off, you end up spilling all your toppings onto the pizza itself or whatever, making a mess of things.
Keep
Nah.
repeating that fact,
Listen, pizza's
please.
definitely
Keep repeating
cooled
it.
off to room temperature. I don't care.
I don't care, dog.
I ain't letting this
He
go to
did
waste. I'll be
care.
eating this for breakfast and lunch, you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be
So
eating
yes,
it
I
for breakfast
sacrificed
and
cheese
lunch?
pull, letting it cool off so I could pick it up and eat it without just falling apart in my hands. Worth
God.
it. 1 second, YouTube.
He
I'm gonna
door
wipe my
dashed
hands
it,
off
so
on some
it's
napkin
gonna
action.
be $75
Oh, yeah, that is
range,
good
no
pizza.
tip and
Oh,
all,
1
yeah.
second.
No, it showed. It was 54.
Oh,
It was
God damn it.
$54 that I paid for this fucking
Anyways,
shit.
King Cobra fans, the weekend, you know how that goes, weekend vibes and some za,
Like
you know
farting?
what I'm saying? But I prefer to call it pizza because people who call pizza za need to be smacked in the face, but that's just my
Pizza? Who the fuck? No one calls it that. Who the fuck calls pizza pizza?
I'm gonna grab some za and go to Target. Oh, it's like, what the fuck are you
Some
on?
za?
Target.
I thought
Never heard that
Zaza
before.
means weed.
It's called Target, you wank.
You wank? Let's go
That
get
is
some
some
tar.
good Pizza Hut right there. All the meat toppings I selected for it were exquisite.
Exquisite, huh?
Like, there have been some really fucking
Oh, the
tasty, like,
grandfather clock's
pizzas
going
out
off
there
in
the
his
fast food game
trailer there.
last couple of years.
Not
Also,
his
Pizza Hut
trailer, sorry,
rolls,
his
like,
grandparents'
they're one of my
trailer.
top favorites,
Or
actually.
somebody's
I like all the
trailer
pizza
that's a
chains
family member of his
personally.
who gave it to him.
Domino's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, Papa John's, Papa
God.
Murphy's.
Another motorcyclist going to Sturgis.
Hope y'all are having a bitchin' Friday night, man. And people have been super supportive about my breakup with Jessica, and I really
Have they?
appreciate that. She's still talking shit about me on Twitch from what I've heard.
She's
And I'm
still
like,
talking shit
okay,
about
if you
you,
want me to talk to you
period,
and
dog.
Smooth things over. Continuing to talk shit isn't going to, and spreading lies about me isn't going to fucking make me want to talk to you.
I broke it up, okay? I'll tell it to your face, except I won't because I'm a
You know
coward.
what the problem with Jessica is? No offense to her, but
Oh,
she
boy.
craves drama. She feeds the trolls because she craves the attention that she gets
Oh,
from
God.
social media. And then as soon as the trolls bully her, she crawls into a hole and plays victim because she can't handle it. I'm like,
Just-
don't fucking try to
no.
like clickbait the trolls for attention and then
Oh
get
my
mad
God.
because they harass you.
Oh
you know,
my
you know exactly
God.
what you're fucking doing. On top of that, Jessica refuses to take any responsibility for her own actions, and she constantly blames everyone else for her problems. And she's got psychological issues, among other things, self-confidence
Among
issues,
other such
and
things,
a
chat.
lot of people are saying, Josh, dude, you did the right thing. I didn't want to do it because I feel bad for Jessica. I get the fact that she's got mental problems and people are bullies to her. But when it's like, okay, you feed the trolls and then you complain because they harass you because you crave the attention. And a lot of
Hypocrisy
people are
on this
witnesses to her
bitch.
mental bullshit. And the fact of the matter is that she was broadcasting our fight on her Twitch.
Was,
She's
that was
making
funny.
shit as public as she possibly can to fucking try to create drama or create clouts or have like a one-up on me or some shit. But all it did was make her look really petty, dude. Shows you the kind of person she is.
As I sit here in the
Like
darkness
trying
and
to
whine
derail my
myself
fate
and
because
totally don't play a
She
victim.
realized she fucked up. People will fucking test your patience and push you to your limits, and then play the victim when you react. That's called narcissism.
Oh my god, you're the king of that.
But I'll leave it at that.
And he'll leave it at that, chat. Alright. Moving past Josh. Time to watch an idiot. Another idiot besides that reporter we saw earlier. Look who it is. Dum Dum. Oh god, get ready. It's gonna make your head blow up.
Given where we are
She's
now,
stupid.
so you're now no longer are you necessarily keeping those private files in some file cabinet that's locked in the basement of the house. It's on your laptop, and it's then therefore up here in this cloud that exists above us, right?
What? She thinks it's an actual cloud. This bitch, talking about
Right? It's no longer in a physical place.
my honest reaction, yeah. She literally thought it's a real cloud. That's how that sounded.
This episode brought.
Anyway, we got Doog. I'm gonna speed his ass up because you know I am. And I'm gonna do a last call after he's done. 1.5 speed.
Legacy Box, the best way to digitize your home movies and photos. Come check us
Talking
out
about the movie
Flashback Weekend in
Flushed Away,
Chicago,
by
August
the
2nd
way.
to the 4th. Hope to see you there.
No, I won't be doing that. Nostalgia critic.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy, remember? So you don't have to. When you usually hear stop motion, you might think of Nightmare Before Christmas or Leica Studios. While these examples are no doubt classics, they use a similar style, using plastic-like textures and replacing the heads with different expressions decided by a computer. While this looks fantastic and should be admired, there's another form of stop motion that's not being used as much in film anymore, and that's clay animation. The kind of
Clay.
every expression, every lip movement, literally everything is moved with just one puppet, no switching out of the heads, or far less frequent switching out of the heads. We saw this a lot with Will Vinton's Claymation, and we saw it a whole lot with Armin Studios, the folks who created Wallace and Gromit. For years, these characters, and many others from Armin Studios, delighted audiences with this style of animation. Now, make no mistake, there's no right or wrong way to do stop motion. I mean, these other films are insanely impressive by any definition. But this style kind of feels like animating without a safety net. These expressions are being molded in the moment you're animating everything else, as opposed to picking an already sculpted head.
Yeah.
It just feels like there's a touch more of a raw risk in the craft. Why does any of this matter? It doesn't. This film's CG.
Okay, Flushed Away. So yeah, it is CG, that's
2006,
right.
Flushed Away is one of only 2 computer animated films Armin Studios ever made. Now, Long After Christmas just happened to be one of the greatest holiday movies of the past 10 years. Flushed Away
What?
is often referred to as, oh yeah, that stop motion movie that's not stop motion. And this was because water, which the story's environment is constantly set around, would damage the clay puppets, and the cost of using other effects to replicate the water would be so high it just made sense to go CG. Not that this mattered, because the film was a pretty big box office disappointment, splitting ties between DreamWorks and Armin. Even the reception online seems to be, it's alright, I
It's
guess.
alright.
And I don't know, I think it's a little better than
The Brits.
Okay, I'm not gonna say this is like one of the great comedies, but for an idea I certainly can say I had no interest in. I mean, Rats in the Sewer doesn't sound that gripping. Now Rats in the Kitchen, that's a masterwork. I also
Wow.
thought it was pretty inventive, energetic, and yeah, pretty funny. The film has found a comfortable life on home video in recent years, and I'm here to ask, does it deserve even better than that? Does it deserve more than, yeah, I'll just
Probably
put it
not.
on, entertain my kids along with Minions 25?
Oh
We're
god.
gonna take a closer look. Let's see why going down the shitter might not be as bad as you thought. Even in England, I see what y'all eat. Let's take a look at
Yeah,
it. Flushed Away.
yeah, that's
The film
accurate.
does open in England with a family leaving for vacation, leaving their pet Roddy, voiced by Hugh Jackman, in a room of DreamWorks and Armin references.
Ah, Hugh
You can use
Jackman.
those.
It's Wolverine.
Got a big day planned. Let's go, people. Wait, where's Roddy's butlers? You know, the little hamsters in tiny suits that did everything for him. No, not the video game. You stupid words are somehow alive. I mean, in the movie. At least I thought I meant in the movie.
No.
Oh my god, did I confuse these guys in the game for being in the movie all
Yes,
along?
he did.
But I never even played the game. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, wait, what about the trailers?
73% of household accidents happen in one particular room.
No.
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 Literally on the video
Ah,
game,
okay.
Doug.
Every single trailer and commercial doesn't seem to have them. Even in the Japanese trailer, they don't show up. Wait, whose hands are those? Wait, who's that? Who is that?
Wait,
no,
what?
no, I'm not crazy. I just have to keep searching. Let's keep looking through YouTube here. There
What?
they are! There they are! They're the butlers! Yes! Woo!
You still suck.
Yeah, it took me a while to find it, but there is just one teaser trailer on YouTube where you can see Roddy had 2 butlers. They made it pretty far into production, but at the last minute, they pulled him out.
Oh, okay.
That's so gratifying to know. And yeah, the film is better without him.
Yeah.
Okay, as much as I said stop motion with clay was a lot riskier, this is an example of why CG sometimes can be beneficial. These characters, I'm sure, would have been fine, but seeing Roddy interact with literally nobody is a lot funnier.
Oh,
it
yeah,
emphasizes
it
the point of
is.
the story a lot better. And you can't really erase them from the movie with stop motion. Not without
No.
it costing a fortune, given the Arwen and Helm's Deep.
But then
treatment.
they're CGI,
Yeah,
so
this
yeah,
opening of Roddy
easy.
acting like a hotshot with literally no friends at all is both kind of sad, but really hilarious at the same time. Oh, I get it.
Because he's Wolverine, yeah, he's Hugh Jackman.
See you tomorrow. good they cut out the butlers and the scene where he sleeps with that doll in the same bed.
God.
Ronnie hears a noise in the middle of the night, and up from the sink erupts Sid, voiced by Shane Ritchie.
Have you got a TV? Well, yes. Say no more!
So yeah, I haven't talked much about the animation yet, and it's a little tricky. With Arthur Christmas, they leaned hard into a different style that really matches the 3D world and movement, where this is clearly trying to replicate the style of Nick Park. And honestly, it probably should have waited another 5 years or so. Like when Lego Movie came out, it looked so good, everyone swore it was stop motion. And that's not the case here.
No.
The choppy animation looks great with clay because you know every frame was on a real set with real clay being sculpted.
Yeah.
Here, we know it's all just from a computer, so not using motion blurs for a lot of the movement comes across as kinda lazy looking CGI, even when we know it's a stylistic choice. If anything, it just makes you wonder what this all would have looked like in stop motion. And I don't think that's the goal. But when you realize it came out the same year as Arthur and the Invisibles, it looks a little better.
Oh, God.
It also doesn't help that Sid is not the funniest character.
Do you like seafood? Can I call you a cab? Blah!
Bleh.
Food! Get
I know he's supposed to be off-putting, but there's a humorous way to do that in this.
Oh, careful, mate! Those aren't chocolate buttons!
There's literal shit on the ground. Don't make me talk for 5 hours again about how to do this right.
Wow.
Ronnie tries to get rid of the unappealing Sid by telling him the toilet is a jacuzzi.
Be seeing you, my friend. You think I don't know the toilet when I see one?
Well, going by literally 1 minute ago, no.
Yeah.
Sid flushes him down the drain.
You see my dad?
Yeah, anime films
Wow.
back then weirdly liked acknowledging they knew what Finding Nemo was for some reason.
Hey, what do you know? I found Nemo.
And he lands in the sewers. He discovers the city of Retropolis, and this is where the film starts to get fun. The design of this place is really inventive and has a lot of personality. I love checking out what doubles as buildings or everyday items down here. And so help me, I love it when Brits make fun of Americans.
Make him move, honey.
Boy, you got a face like a frying pan.
Come on, honey.
I don't think he speaks English.
Okay, so we legally allowed
Thank
Dick Van
God.
Dyke to get away with this. It's time to move on.
You're trying to get up top, me hearty.
Here's an example of a joke I love. The sea captain tells him to get back to the surface, he needs a boat called the Jammy Dodger.
The name of the boat's the Jammy Dodger. Thanks.
You're welcome. I love it because not only do you have to ask, why does he have that, but then you also notice that his peg leg is a pencil. Maybe I just know if I went crazy, I'd probably go the same crazy as this guy. He stumbles across the captain named Rita, voiced by Kate Winslet, who's on the run from gangsters she stole a ruby from. They're captured by Spike, voiced by Andy Serkis, and Whitey, voiced by Bill Nighy.
Andy Serkis.
Ain't that right, Persuader? Yeah. The Persuader's alive, Spike.
Whitey's my favorite character.
I know where it is. Spit it out. Look at the bottom. I mean, is it me or is it oddly shaped?
I mean, it's no gadget, but I don't think it's that oddly shaped.
Oh, God.
Okay, I have to come to grips with something. They find the ruby and take them to their crime boss, simply called the Toad, voiced by Ian McKellen.
Is your new boyfriend a waiter?
Boyfriend? Waiter?
And because I know you're just waiting for me to make a Wolverine and Magneto joke, that remarkable metal doesn't run through your entire body, does it? No, I'm CG. Oh, right.
I just want to get home to Kensington.
Up top?
Yes.
Huzzah! A man of quality.
He's obsessed
There's
with
something
what he
going on with
thinks
Ian
is the royal
McKellen
family, but up top,
recently or
it turns out
something.
it's
I
all
don't
just
remember what
souvenir
it was.
kitsch.
Something strange.
To the touch. Easy target.
I don't remember what, though.
You make me giggle like Patrick was here. So, okay, watching it
Hey.
again, I will admit there are a fair amount of jokes that are a little lame.
Homosexuals. But Britain is. You know what kind of country. I don't have to even say it. Let's just say it starts with an F.
Eccentric characters reacting to other eccentric characters. Like when the Toad literally wants to put him on ice next to a rat Han Solo.
Former enemies, thieves, double-crossers, and do-gooders.
I just love this world has rat Christianity. Like, no, there's no joke I can tell that won't piss everybody off, forget it. But was it those little red sticks from those handy snacks? Last week my pictures turned into a banana. This is very rare. All of them. They all turned into this one banana. I tried calling scientists about it, but they don't believe me. Idiots. We are way too behind on our banana science. So I gotta figure out a way to save what little pictures I have left. I mean, most of them are this banana. Thank God for Legacy Box. Legacy Box. Because for most people, their photos don't turn into bananas. They instead, you know, like fade away and rot and deteriorate. Has this happened to anyone? Oranges, apricots? Tomatoes are fruit, right? No, yes, no, yes. Thank God for Legacy Box! On top of being something to put my arms on, it's also very convenient at transforming your pictures, videos into digital media that won't deteriorate or turn into, well, you know, banana. I have some of the most embarrassing home movies ever made. If I just left them to time, that'd be it. I mean, they wouldn't be around to embarrass me anymore. Thank God for Legacy Box! The process is easy. Just send your Legacy Box filled with old VHS tapes or camcorder tapes and pictures, and their team digitizes everything by hand in the US of A. And you'll get it back on the cloud or thumb drive, along with your originals. For 10 years, Legacy
Like
Box
cloud
has
that's
been in business
literally
and
up
now
in the
the world's
sky.
largest
Yeah,
digitizer.
that dumb
They've helped
bitch.
over 1 million families relive their wedding days or chaotic childhood Christmases or visiting banana people. That might be proof bananas are taking over, but needless to say, thank God for Legacy Box. Don't let the banana people take over. Also, don't let your childhood fade away on old tapes. It's time to digitize and future-proof those priceless moments. Fast forward into the digital age with Legacy Box. Thank God for Legacy Box. Visit legacybox.com/critic today and unlock 50% off your order. That's legacybox.com/critic. Legacy Banana. What? Hey folks, I'm playing Arkham City every Friday on Twitch.
No one
We also have
cares,
content
Doug.
5 days a week. Hope to see you there. Rita has a way to get out of their predicament.
There's a paper clip in my back pocket. See if you can get it. In the pocket, in the pocket.
Okay, this movie is literally giving a rat's ass to give us that rat's ass. And they escape with a ruby that she says originally belonged to her father.
There are things I want to do, sights I want to see. That wasn't on the list.
Okay, I feel better about my gadget joke earlier because somebody was clearly working through something with this. I know Crash jokes are pretty easy laughs, but not only is this one with the hammer one of the most painful I've ever seen. My balls literally just cried watching that. But then you have this topper. Come on, there's some good funny in this. Rita gets to her ship and Roddy climbs aboard and discovers the ruby isn't real.
It's a fake.
No, it's blooming not.
Watch this.
The ruby may be fake, but that reaction to such cruelty, priceless. Roddy says there's a jewelry box back home, and if she gets in there, he can give her some of the jewelry. This causes her to make a stop at her home, and you wouldn't think seeing her family would be that funny, but not only is the stability of this house hilarious, the designs of all these psycho kids a riot, but they also cram a ton of jokes in a very short amount of time. I had to watch this scene 3 times before I feel like I caught all of them. It's an impressive couple of seconds.
Who might you be, little chap?
They call me Shocky.
And why do they call you that?
Wow.
In my childhood. They get back in the water and are chased down by Toad's henchmen. Again, the everyday appliances these things use for weapons and vehicles are really imaginative. Plus the slapstick, still pretty solid.
Ouch.
There's like 20 crotch shots in this, and I'm surprised like 18 of them are working. They escape again, so Toad sends in his cousin named LeFrog, voiced by Sean Renaud.
Forgive me, my naughty English cousin, but this bizarre obsession with the rats, it is not good for you.
Who can look at this imagery and say, yeah, it's just doing what every anime film does? This film ain't perfect, but when it gets really crazy and weird, it kind of is. Toad goes into his backstory about how he was a pet for Prince Charles, until he was replaced with a pet rat, hence the hatred he has for the entire species.
Oh.
I was cruelly plunged into a whirlpool.
Flushed down the toilet, why?
And since then, I put a curse on the royal family. I wonder how that's doing. Another reason to get the butlers out, it leads to both a really funny but also
I'll be
really
right
sad
back.
joke where Roddy keeps saying goodnight to Rita because he just likes hearing somebody actually say goodnight back to him.
Good night.
Good night, Roddy.
Good night. Good night, Ned. Good night.
Good night, Spot.
Good night.
Good night, Jimbo.
Good night.
Bonjour. Bonjour. They're attacked by the French frogs, though, and okay, mimes have been done to death in anime films by this point, but tell me this doesn't breathe some new life into it.
This dance of deception must end. Return what you have stolen from me.
Enough dancing.
I like even the Toad gets confused how the mechanics work.
Okay. That's plain damn weird.
He reveals he's actually looking for a cable that Rita stole and is using as a belt, which is part of a diabolical plan he has for a death machine. And yeah, I bet you never heard this joke when it comes to the French.
Okay, men. To action.
We surrender.
What are we missing? Snails and we'll get French bingo? They knock them off a cliff, but Roddy uses a bag as a parachute to get themselves out of danger. Look, I can see Simon Cowell jokes literally not aging well.
You need Botox. You need a facelift.
They make it to Rowdy's house where he holds up his end of the deal and totally steals from his owners.
I'd love to meet your family.
He lied about having a family before, so he pretends Sid is his brother named Rupert.
Oh, hello. Rita, this is, Rupert. What?
And as not particularly funny as I found this character, this bit did make me laugh.
We're very close, aren't we, Rupert? On with the tour, shall we?
Hello, Sid.
Hello, Rita.
Oh, thank God, I thought at least half the third act was going to be dedicated to this. Rita discovers he's all alone on the surface, and of course is too proud to admit that he needs her. Again, a pretty tired trope, but it doesn't last long as Roddy puts together Toad's evil plan is to flood the town of rats at halftime.
That's the Toad's plan. That's why he needs the cable. When everyone goes to the toilet, the whole city will be flushed away.
That's why he was working on exploitive merchandise. The henchmen capture Rita off screen, a little odd. It's like jumping from here to here in Home Alone. Thus Toad gets the cable and Rita is hung over the soon-to-be-flooded town. So Roddy decides to make Sid the official pet of the house if he sends him back below. He saves Rita, but Toad and his men spot them.
Stop them!
I'm sorry, when these moments work, they really work. They fight on top of the town as the sound of millions of digested mushy peas are flushed towards their home. They get Toad's liquid nitrogen to freeze up the wave. See if they can figure it out in that Jackman McKellen movie. Why couldn't they in this one? And the day is saved.
I was wondering if you do build a Jammy Dodger Mark II, you wouldn't happen to need a first mate, would you?
Oh, you wouldn't be my first
Oh,
mate.
boy.
Oh, you mean on the ship? Oh, yeah, sure. We get some more slug mugging, which, yeah, maybe there's a little too much of that in this. They get another ship and set afloat, leaving Sid in his new home.
Roddy, they've brought you a new friend.
Okay.
And that was flushed away, and I don't know, I guess I have a real soft spot for it.
Wow.
Watching it again, I certainly do notice the weaker jokes more, and yeah, sometimes some side characters like the slugs can be a little minion-esque. But when it goes weird, imaginative, and unapologetically silly, I think it's a ton of fun. There's just way too much goofy imagery and surreal zaniness to overlook. When boring or unfunny moments hit, they don't last long, and honestly, some of those moments are saved by just looking at the reactions of the characters, who are animated and performed very charmingly. I guess if somebody sees this film as just passable, I can see that, as it's not all laugh-out-loud funny, but the many moments that are make this trip down the crapper a surprisingly fun one. I'm a nostalgia critic, guy. Remember, so you don't have to. This month, for Cameos for Charity, we're doing Red Cross. Whether it's providing blood, sending in volunteers, helping near or far with disasters big or small, Red Cross provides a number of different ways to save lives. So if you want a cameo of me saying happy birthday or good luck or whatever, click on the link below and be giving to a good cause.
All right, everybody.
If you're like, screw you,
Gonna
I
be
can't
the
even look at
last
you.
call
I'll
here.
consider
Going
giving to
to
this
the
organization
drinks.
anyway.
Here we go.
Welcome to
Booze
Booze
on the Rocks
Rocks, and today we're going to make an AK-47.
Here we go.
Otherwise known as probably a really bad decision. Because looking at the
last call.
cocktail and the ingredients that you can see here on the counter, you're going to say, holy crap,
join.
Dave, that's way too much booze. And you're probably right. This is one of those ideas that was in the back of my head after it got put onto my Facebook page and was shared, and somebody said, that's really good. And going through my head now, I'm looking at this going, maybe not the best decision of my life, but we're gonna do it anyways. Now, the good thing about this is it is built in the glass. So grab yourself a pint glass, because you're gonna need something that's big with a lot of ice. And just in case you're curious and not familiar with it, an AK-47 is a Kalashnikov rifle. It's literally the rifle that's killed more people in the world than anywhere else.
That's correct.
Stupid piece of history for you. Anyways, so what you want to do is you just want to sort of fill that up all the way with some ice. And we're going to start with our whites. I'm going to use my fancy little Heretic Spirits jigger here. And we're going to start this with a little bit of white rum. And that's half an ounce or 15 mils. Now I gotta say, I just spilled a little bit. That means I'm not off to a good start, especially with the sheer amount of booze that's here. And no, I didn't drink anything beforehand, so you're gonna get my honest and unfettered opinion. And that question is it too strong? Is it gonna kill me? Or is David going to regret this, you know, about 10 seconds after I have the drink? Oh, and we're gonna use gin for the same amount of half an ounce or 15 mils.
Using Gordon's gin.
Your third ingredient is going to be triple sec. Now, you could use Cointreau for this if you want. However, go with the cheaper option or whatever you can get your hands on. Now, same amount again of half an ounce or 15 mils.
Using a cheaper Cointreau.
Now, one of the things you'll see if you happen to be looking online for this is a lot of the variations of this recipe that I saw were 10 mils or a third of an ounce each. However, because I'm feeling a little stupid today and a little experimental, I've upped the value to a half an ounce each, which is 15 mils. Oh, and by the way, this is vodka.
That's an AK-47
now this trails you
vodka.
off for all of the whites that we're going to use in this cocktail. Now we're going to move over to the dark spirits. In this case, we're starting with a little bit of brandy. I'm using St. Remy VSOP. Don't use anything really highbrow in this, trust me. Again, half an ounce, 15 mils.
Use some Henderson then. Okay.
The next ingredient that you're going to use is whiskey. Now, the ingredients or variations of ingredients I've seen, pretty much I've seen Scotch, I've seen a little bit of JD, which I'm going to use here, which is not a surprise because based on this cocktail, yeah. But because your next ingredient is going to be some form of bourbon, you want something that's going to mesh kind of well. And again, half an ounce or 15 mils.
Booze heavy for
and
sure.
As I said, your next ingredient is bourbon. I'm using a little bit of Bullet here. Again, whatever you want. You just want everything to sort of work together, especially based on the array of ingredients here. Half an ounce, 15 mils. Now we're going to modify this a little bit, and really, there ain't much actually going into this cocktail on top of this. So grab yourself a knife, and what we're going to do is grab ourselves a little bit of lime, and you need the same amount of lime juice, which is about half an ounce or 15 mils. So I'm just going to squeeze half a lime directly in. Now, once you've done this, I'm just going to add a few more cubes to this, just to sort of fill the glass up. And now what we're going to do is we're going to top this up with some soda water. I'm just used my Soda Stream. You could use club soda if you want.
Okay then.
All right, look at that. Now the next direction is just to stir the crap out of this for a bit. I think I added just a little bit too much of the
oh, no, too much
soda water, because I've spilled it now.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I ordered way too much. I apologize for the mess, but grab yourself a straw.
Take a drink.
Oh, and garnish it with a lime.
Okay.
Because you need to look classy.
You need to look classy for a drink that does not seem that classy. How much booze? Booze heavy for sure. How strong? Yep, he's tasting it.
That's strong.
That's a strong drink, yeah.
Could use a little bit more lime and maybe Sprite instead of the straight soda water.
Yeah.
The booze is there, it's not overwhelming, but this is a drink for people who just want to get drunk. You're gonna have a couple of these and you'll be sitting down and you'll be like in the middle of slumberland, I'm sure. If you like this style of cocktail, take a look right here for the new Long Island iced tea.
Alrighty, now it's time for some Sky, as you all know quite well. He's making a silly moonshine boozy fruity punch.
Frozen vodka. Getting, okay? Orange juice. We going fresh. Fresh from the cow. A nice little blend, okay? Look at that goodness. Grab your hand. Sugar, this smells so good, okay?
They're gonna freeze it,
smell like this, homeboy. Frozen strawberries. Look at that. Frozen watermelon, okay?
Wow.
Going Sky, is that how you cut it? Captain Morgan, okay? Coconut water.
Coconut water. Oh my god, why are you using a butcher knife like that? Sorry. It's not even a machete, that's a cleaver. What the hell are you doing with that? That's not machete. I meant like an actual butcher knife. That's a fucking meat cleaver. Like, what the fuck, Sky?
Strawberry. And there you have it. Silly Moonshine's fruit punch slushy.
Silly Moonshine, Roozy fruit punch.
Don't drink and drive. Stay tipsy. Later.
Let's get to Vino. Been a while since we've seen his Lewis and Martin cocktail. This recipe is bananas, what it says. The biggest lesson in life is never be scared of anyone or anything by Frank Sinatra.
This is the
Hey,
Progress
Vino.
Bar, and if you guys have been hanging out with Coach Vino long enough, you know that I am the biggest fan of the classic crooners. That's right, folks. Guys like Nat King Cole, Perry Como, Tony Bennett, and of course the guys from the Rat Pack, Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., and the one and only Dean Martin. And that's what brings me to today's cocktail called Martin and Lewis, created by Ted Haig, aka Dr. Cocktail, in Los Angeles, California.
Oh boy.
See, a few weeks ago, I was perusing the World Wide Web, looking for some Lillet Blanc cocktails, and I came across this one, and of course, I was immediately intrigued by the fact that it was named after Dean Martin and his comedy partner, Jerry Lewis. And then I looked at the recipe and I said, what, man, you know, this is pretty wacky, kind of like the group, like Martin Lewis, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and make that cocktail for you guys today. But before I do that, I'm gonna need you to hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and that notification bell so you can help Vino feed the hungry algorithm.
Feed that
and
algorithm.
make sure you stick around, because we're about to boogie down. Martin and Lewis was a popular American comedy duo consisting of singer Dean Martin and comedian Jerry Lewis. They first met in 1945 at the Glass Hat Club in New York City, where they were both performing separately. Their instant chemistry led them to form a comedy duo, and they performed their first show in 1946. The pair quickly gained fame for their energetic stage acts that combined Martin's smooth singing and Lewis's slapstick humor. They would soon transition to radio, television, and film, becoming one of the most successful entertainment duos of the 1950s. Despite their professional success, personal tensions led to their split in 1956, after which both pursued very successful solo careers. Their partnership would leave a lasting legacy in comedy and entertainment. All right, so let us look at what is in the sauce for our Lewis and Martin cocktail. The first thing you're gonna need is 3/4 ounce of a quality banana liqueur. I'm going to be using my homemade banana liqueur, okay? And then you're gonna need 1 ounce of Lillet Blanc. And this is going to be an aromatized wine. It's going to give you some delicious floral and citrus notes. And then we're going to do 2 ounces of a 100 proof rye. Okay, so this is going to get you some nice spicy notes. It's also going to add some punch to the cocktail, being 100 proof, all right? And then we're going to do 2 dashes of Page House Bitters, 1, 2, and that's going to add some delicious spice notes as well. And then we're just going to add ice to our mixing glass.
Just a moment, just out there.
Okay, you're going to want to stir that for 25 to 30 seconds.
Love her, but sometimes you just gotta do it.
All right, folks, I think we stirred that bad boy up enough.
All right, stirred it.
So far, so good.
Looks good, good color on it.
Ooh, the banana notes are great. All right, and I'm going to be serving that in a rocks glass with a nice big old ice cube.
Nice.
And then we're just going to go ahead and strain that into our glass.
I'm slightly getting a headache, but I know why. It's pouring outside.
This glass has obviously been chilling like a villain.
Oh, it's coming down hard outside.
The frost on there.
And then we're going to take an orange
peel or a lemon peel, a citrus peel of your choice, and we're going to get ahead and express them oils on there, rub it for some good luck, and then discard, all right?
Discard it.
And then I'm just going to go ahead and garnish that with a couple of banana chips.
Fancy.
Folks, I'm using some dehydrated banana chips here. And there we have it, folks. Our Martin
Nice.
and
They look like
Lewis
actual banana slices, not chips.
All right,
Well,
folks,
I'm pretty
let's go
good for it,
ahead
Vino.
and taste our Martin and Lewis cocktail.
Do it up.
Now, I do realize something just now. I just realized something just now.
What?
It's the cocktail is actually called the Lewis and Martin cocktail.
Oh.
But the comedy duo was Martin and Lewis. So I don't know why Ted Haig flipped the script on the names, but it just occurred to me. The cocktail is actually called the Lewis and Martin cocktail. So
Ah.
call it Martin Lewis, Lewis and Martin, whatever you want to call it.
Whoever you want to bill first.
Right,
Because who's
folks?
on first?
So,
Oh, that's Evan
cheers.
Costello. My bad.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
That's really nice. The banana liqueur and the Peychauds actually work really nicely together. It almost creates like a bananas Foster kind of vibe going on. You got some really nice caramel notes on this as well, kind of like some burnt sugar, dark sugar. Oh yeah, that's nice. And I definitely think that the bourbon is helping by adding some of those spicy notes, almost like a cinnamon on top of it. And what the Lillet Blanc is doing is just making everything very bright. It's brightening up the cocktail. This is a very nice little cocktail. Oh yeah. The banana definitely shines through on this one, which is great, because banana liqueur can sometimes get lost. Either that or it has
It
that
can.
really artificial flavor that can kind of be off-putting as well. But this cocktail comes through. It's a little on the sweet end, but not dramatic. It's definitely not a sweet cocktail. I think the
that's
adding the
good.
overproof or the 100 proof rye helps to balance that all out.
Well, yeah.
Very nice cocktail, very delicious. Let me take a
Nice.
sip here. Excellent. So whether you call it the Martin Lewis or Lewis and Martin, I hope you try this cocktail out, guys. If you like this video, please press like, please subscribe, and please share with your family and friends. Remember, sharing is caring.
Of course.
And when life gives you lemons, make yourself a cocktail.
Hell yeah.
Cheers.
Alrighty. Now let's go to more Sky. Cookies and cream cocktail.
Some heavy
White
whipping
Russian.
cream. Pour a little bit of that in. Just a touch of Irish cream. Just a touch. Got a little French press. Feel like one of them maidens out in the countryside.
A butter churner?
Ooh, look at that thickness. Wow. Whipped cream vodka.
Oh, fancy, aren't we?
Oh Lord, look at the color on that ice. Look at that ice, man. A little bit of Kahlua.
Okay, coffee.
Little Irish cream, is it? Okay. Then we come in with our little whipped bread. A little Bailey's whip. Cookies and cream.
Oh, the actual. Oh, it's Hershey's cookies and cream.
Straw down here.
That's who was grading. Wow, stop that. Wild man.
And there you have it. The cookies and cream White Russian, okay? Look, you
All right,
want to
Dylan.
drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. Stay tipsy.
Okay. Rob some bar now.
What's up, home bartenders?
Drinking a classic
Let's make
tiki drink.
3 dots and a dash. So this cocktail honestly
And
deserves
victory.
a place among the top tiki drinks,
Oh,
up
yeah.
there with Mai Tai and Zombie, because this is just the perfect tiki drink. It's
is. It's
got
really
rum, it's got spices, it's got fruit juice,
Yep, it
it's
does.
got everything you want in a tiki drink. It's got an awesome name, it's got an awesome garnish. Let's make it.
So we're using 2 cans of rum for this one, but honestly, use whatever you have, and 2 of my
Allspice
homemade liqueurs.
Okay.
We're starting with half an ounce of Appleton Estate Signature Jamaican
Nice,
rum,
an aged one.
and then after that, an ounce and a half
An aged rum
of an
agricole.
aged rum agricole using St. James.
Okay.
All right, next up, citrus. We're doing some lime
juice.
and some orange juice.
Okay. Forgot that.
After that, for our sweetener, we've got some
Honey syrup. Yep.
We're gonna do under the liqueurs. We're gonna
Falernum.
do some falernum liqueur.
Okay. Then allspice.
And we're gonna do some allspice liqueur. Recipes
there's
for
pimento
both of those
dram.
are on the channel, so make sure you subscribe. Just a quarter ounce of each. That's gonna give us plenty of spices. All right, after that, just
Angostura
a touch
bitters,
of
yep.
Angostura. Do about 2 dashes.
Yep.
Oh boy, look at that fail.
Ooh, he really did fail on that.
All right,
yeah.
let's get the crushed ice in the glass.
Good thing
Then
you're
we're gonna
noticing
give
that
it a
yourself,
quick
Rob. I
silly
didn't even
whip
notice that you
shake
said that.
and serve in a tall
There's a
tiki
lot of ice.
glass. Top
Yep.
it off with crushed ice.
Crushed
give it the
ice cone.
obligatory 3 dots and a dash garnish, and why not an umbrella?
Yep. Very nice.
If you want to learn how to make your own falernum and allspice liqueur, probably the most essential liqueurs for tiki,
They are very
make sure you
essential tiki
smash that
liqueurs.
subscribe button because I've got recipes for both.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
back to it. All right, let's taste 3
dots and a dash. I like this drink a lot too. I don't make it enough because, obviously.
I love
Getting the
this
kind
one.
of liqueurs and stuff and spices is not always the easiest thing.
Right off the
It's a
bat,
good
it's
drink.
not overly strong. Some tiki drinks are kind of too strong with the rum. It's got lots of rum,
Yeah, it
but
does.
it's not overly strong. First thing you get is that the warmth of those spices from the allspice and the falernum.
Yeah.
The tartness from that lime juice, the falernum, the orange juice, and then the wonderful flavor from the rums. It's just a phenomenal tiki drink. Like I said at the beginning, it deserves a spot up there with Mai Tai and Zombie because this is just a phenomenal cocktail. And it's got what I like to call a functional garnish, meaning
Yes, you eat the garnish.
it's cool because it's actually the name, 3 dots and a dash,
you
but
eat
it's
it.
also a
Edible.
snack because it's pineapple and cherry, so you can eat it. It's not just there for show.
Oh, there's another channel too,
which is still really
sip
cool.
and flavor.
Guys, go out and make your own 3 dots and a dash and make your own falernum and allspice if you want recipes. And if you want other cocktails using your own allspice and falernum, there they are.
Yep.
All right, we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Very nice. All right. Last Sky video, then after that we got one more video. It's gonna be Bruce.
Little Everclear.
He's making a fucking pink candy bucket. That's what it's called, this fucking thing.
Kool-Aid. That's so people know we serious, okay? Jack Sparrow. With 2 coconut rum. Gentlemen. Vodka. 2 tequilas at the same time, right? 6. Some kiwi juice. Some
okay,
more
kiwi juice.
kiwi strawberry juice.
Kiwi strawberry juice. That red wine.
My classy friends, you know what I mean? Come over with your little strawberries, kiwi, lemon. I mean, it's the TikTok generation. You gotta put candy in it, okay?
And of course, there's Jenny's favorite, the candy on top.
Party bucket, homeboy. Summertime. Gay ass in the pool with one of these.
Gay ass in the
Okay?
pool.
Best summer
Get your
ever,
ass in
all
the
right?
pool. I know. Anyway, last video, it's Bruce. I'm gonna speed him up a bit though.
You know, one of the best adventure stories and a topic of
1.2
debate surrounding the
1.5
origins
speed.
of the mojito cocktail
Yep,
can be
mojitos.
traced back to 1586,
Or Hemingway.
when the English
Oh, never
explorer,
mind.
privateer, and slave trader Sir Francis Drake was pillaging Spanish settlements in the Caribbean.
Oh boy.
The English called him a hero, but to the Spanish, he was
was a
nothing
pirate,
more than
yep.
a low-down, treacherous pirate.
Yep. Sir Francis Drake.
Like many classic cocktails, the mojito's history is unclear and largely unconfirmed. But in
Listening to
1586,
Dagger,
Sir
you've
Francis
heard
Drake
that.
dropped
Or
anchor
Hemingway.
off the Cuban shore with a plan to capture the Aztec gold stored in the city's royal treasury. Well, Havana was well prepared for the attack, but everyone was
Oh.
surprised when, after several days of waiting, Captain
right,
Drake
Nathan.
sailed away from the richest port in the West Indies after firing only a few shots. You see, he was in desperate search of something else. A cure for himself and his crew who suffered
got
from
scurvy.
dysentery and scurvy. So the story goes, while anchored there, a landing party went ashore and made contact with local natives, who showed them how to mix local medicinals into something that would help cure them. They returned to their ship bearing a remedy, a concoction of aguardiente de caña, a precursor to rum crafted from sugarcane. Let's make one. See what we get. All right. So, how much? How much did they use? I have no idea. They probably used a lot because they are sailors. Yeah. Okay. Mint, known for aiding digestion and stomach function, played a vital role. So we're just gonna throw the mint right in there, like a sailor would, right? Yeah. Arr, arr. I should have my patch on. I don't know, man. Okay. Lime, rich in vitamin C, a popular scurvy cure at the time, was also included. Yeah, we'll throw a couple in there, right in there. Why not? Yeah, throw them right in there, man.
Okay, Bruce.
The bark from the Caribbean chuchuasi tree provided pain relief and even boosted the men's libido. Wait a minute.
Supposedly.
Think about that one. You got a ship full of sailors. So I don't have any chuchuasi bark, so I'll throw in some cinnamon bark instead, just for the thrill of it. Why not? Oh boy, look at this. I guess we need to mix all this in. And to make the medicine more palatable, they sweetened it with some cane sugar. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Medicine go
There's, like,
down.
not that much
Now,
alcohol in
remember,
there, though.
there was no ice back then.
Nope.
Ice didn't make an appearance until the early 1800s.
Correct.
This drink would have been a really strong mix, perfect for swashbuckling sailors. Arr, hang on.
I'm just putting the patch on. Wow.
Arr, arr. All right, we're gonna mix all this in here. Oh boy.
I don't know if there's enough alcohol.
Whoa. Mint City. I think I need more aguardiente.
Yeah.
Boy.
Potent.
Actually, it's not bad.
Are you blind?
I've been blind for a long time. Yeah, that's what you get when you get older. Yeah, shit, man. Actually, it's not bad. It's got a little bite, though. That's for sure. I'm not sure how much you'd have to drink to cure yourself of scurvy and dysentery. Anyway, Drake left Havana with its gold untouched, carrying with him a fortuitous elixir that warded off illness. His visit became a monumentous occasion, one deserving of immortalization in a drink. Hence the theory behind the Drake, or Drake cocktail, was born. So how did the Drake morph into the mojito? El Drake stayed the same way until the mid-1800s. Then during that time, the Bacardi Rum Company created a spin on it, using rum instead of the traditional aguardiente, and promoted the cocktail in its early advertising campaigns. Still, others maintain that Americans brought the mint julep to Cuba, which led to the mojito being invented. As for the origins of the name mojito, that too is a little muddled. Some say it comes from mojar, a Spanish verb suggesting wetness. Others claim the cocktail was created by slaves brought to Cuba to labor in the sugarcane fields. They say it comes from the African word mojo, meaning to place a little spell due to the drink's perceived medicinal value. What we do know as a fact is that Ernest Hemingway enjoyed his mojitos in Havana at a legendary bar known as La Bodeguita del Medio, and urban legend attributes the creation of the first mojito there. There's even a framed handwritten note signed by Hemingway that still graces the walls of that bar, declaring my mojito in La Bodeguita, my daiquiri in El Floridita. Yeah. Now, there are a few ways to make
Cuban
mojito.
bars. In Cuba, obviously.
It can be shaken,
Still actually exists.
built,
Surprisingly
sweetened with
enough for
simple
how
syrup
communist
or
Cuba is.
granulated sugar, sometimes mixed with soda water and sometimes not. Served over crushed ice or cubes. Honestly, there's no wrong way to make a mojito. Unless you're, using fake lime juice, over muddling that mint, or topping it with lemon lime soda. You don't want to do that.
No.
Anyway, let's make a mojito. Like some of the Cuban
I've
bartenders
had a pretty
do.
good.
Let's create
I
a
forget what one
summertime
it was.
classic.
Maybe a passion fruit mojito. Yeah, that was a really decent one I got from a bar one time. It was at a sushi place.
Over
It
the
was
years,
decent.
I've always muddled the mint and simple syrup, but I've come to realize there's a better way. At least for my palate. Using granulated sugar and leaving the mint leaves relatively intact allows the maceration process to begin, drawing out more of the fresh mint flavor. As soon as you start stirring, the entire room fills with a delightful scent.
Well, yeah.
You could muddle that mint, but you've got to be careful not to muddle the leaves too aggressively, as it draws out bitterness from the mint leaves. And you don't get the same potent aroma as you do when you stir it. Sometimes a subtle change in technique can completely transform a cocktail. I got a 12-ounce Collins glass here, chilled in my freezer. We're going to start with sugar.
Yeah.
This is cane sugar.
Okay.
Yeah, see? Cane sugar right here.
I
right
see
here,
it.
right now. 2 teaspoons. Now, you could go less or more, depending on your sweet tooth, right? We're going to follow that up with some mint. I have some wonderful mint here. And let's take a look at it here. Yeah, we got all kinds. Wow, what a smell. We're going to go for like, I don't know, 8 to 10 to 12 nice mint leaves. We're just going to
do it up, Bruce.
Throw those right in. We want the big ones, right? We want the big ones. We're looking for all the happy ones. What is that, about 4 or 5, 6, 7? And you know, if you got some young stems, that's okay too. There's 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Basically, fill up your glass full of mint, depending on how much mint you like, right? Yeah. And we're going to get in there, and we're going to start stirring this mint and dissolve some of that sugar. Oh my God, you can smell that, can't you? Now you know some
I can't,
Cuban
but I'll
bartenders,
pretend I can.
they do it this way. Others will muddle, and it's. I mean, I get. You know, if I was serving more than 2 people, I'd probably muddle, right? But I'm just making a one-off here, and this is the tedious method. Okay, so wow, that is beautiful. We're going to add some lime juice now. And I'm looking for like 3/4 of an ounce, 22.5 mil, right? Which is probably going to take most of this lime. That's sweet. Yeah, we're just going to get in there and stir some more. Still dissolving that sugar. And we're being very gentle with our mint leaves. Dissolving all that sugar and bringing that mint up and down the glass. It's a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing.
I think we're in. Yeah, we're in. Okay, pop in some ice. They're the little small cubes here. A lot of times you'll see crushed ice or pebble ice being used. It's just, it's good. I like it. All right. Now, I have Havana Club 3-year-old and I think it'll be perfect in this drink. It's from Cuba, right? Now,
It is.
If you can't get this, Bacardi is always a good choice, no question.
Yeah,
we want
but
2 ounces.
There's much better rums than Bacardi too. There's plenty of good rums in the Caribbean in
Or
general
more.
you can use that are
Depending
right
on how-
rums.
Yeah, more, yeah,
I'd
more.
definitely say
Depending
Plantation
on
Tree
how,
Star would be a good choice because they're a mix of
strong you
different
like it,
rums
right?
from the Caribbean too.
We're going to get in
One's
there
a
once
Trinidadian
again.
one from a
Give it a
Jamaican
stir.
one, and one is from Barbados.
Bringing up
I
some
think.
of that mint. Oh, I can smell his mint. Can you smell it, Aaron?
I'm not entirely sure though if it's Barbados, but I know it's
Minty.
Jamaican Trinidad for sure.
Okay. Now, to soda or not to soda? That's easy question. I don't mind soda. You know, a lot of recipes, most recipes actually add the soda. Some recipes don't. But you don't want a lot. Like about an ounce or so, right? Then we'll add a little bit more ice just to top her up. This is a summer refresher of refreshers. Give her one more stir, but this is good. Now it's time to garnish. Of course, we are going to garnish with maybe a couple pieces of mint here. Yeah, I like mint. I wonder what chocolate mint would be like in this. I bet you that would be kind of cool, actually. All right, we are going to...
Not the worst choice.
Give it a little slap, wake it up, pop her in our drink. Oh yeah, baby. And maybe a little lime wheel would be nice. Throw that right in our drink. There it is, a beautiful thing. Let's check out the mojito. But first, we need a straw, and I've got this wonderful little straw, perfect for a mojito. And so it's a silver straw, and it's got this little spoon on the end, which is awesome because you can take that mint and bring it up to the top. Oh yeah, so it's all, yeah, look at that, look at that, look at that. That's beautiful, that's beautiful. All right, and you can suck through it. Ha. Shall I dare say it, Aaron?
There are so many things you can dare say, Bruce. Which one are we talking about today?
It's refreshing!
It's refreshing!
Yeah, it is.
Of course
Mhm.
it is.
It's
Mojito.
minty, which is always welcoming. Now, you know, you don't have
But
to
yeah, chocolate mint would be
use
an
as much mint
interesting
as I
choice.
did. You can go on the lighter side,
You
by all
could.
means, but I like mint. I do.
Put a lot
this
in.
is a classic.
But
for
that
sure.
is how it usually
It's light,
looks.
it's
They'll put a
vibrant,
lot
it's
of mint in a
perfect.
mojito.
Now,
Yeah, kind
a
of
lot
like
of
mint,
times
like
when you
mojitos.
visit
But they
Cuba,
add other
they
stuff too
actually
sometimes
use,
too.
spearmint. I don't have access to spearmint here in
So that's peppermint.
Ontario. You could actually have a few of these on a hot summer day, but you got to be careful because it doesn't taste boozy at all. This is a wonderful thing, and you should make one. Whatever version, you know, whether you choose to make it with simple syrup, whether you decide to shake it, stir it. Anyway, this is the way I like to make mine.
Yep,
Cheers.
see that. The mojito, a classic cocktail. Alright, that was Bruce, everybody. And with that, we come to the end in case of the Mondays. After the whole credits thing's done, obviously, too. I'll do my shilling once that happens.
There was no ice back then. Ice didn't make an appearance until the early 1800s. This drink would have been, well, a really strong mix. Perfect for Sasquatches.
For scallywags.
Sasquatch. Arr, I got my mojito.
Or swashbucklers, either way,
And
you could have said
you
either one of
should
those
make
words.
mojito, because if you don't, I make you walk the plank. Yeah,
El Pirate Colada and the Hemingway
So,
special.
you gotta hit the subscribe button and check some of these summertime cocktails out.
Oh, wow, he's shooting a gun. All right. With that, we now come to the end of Case of the Mondays. I'd like to thank everyone who was here and everyone who stuck around. I will see you guys tomorrow. I don't know if me and Joe will be doing something in the afternoon. We may. I don't know entirely. We will see if we do a stream with that or not. We may not. We will see what happens. Things go on. But anyway, tomorrow on Heretic Unlimited, me and Porky, possibly Joe might be there too. That would be a dark room at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget, Wednesday will be Wednesday, my dude, so be sure to tune in for that as well on obviously Heretic Network too, because that's where we host it. I know I'm struggling to say all this stuff. And Thursday, I won't be doing anything, and we'll see what everything else comes out of the week. Just keep your eyes and ears open, and, keep attentive as always. I'll see you guys later. Love you guys. Peace. Bye-bye. Again, thanks again for coming to the Video Society earlier.